Becca Banks, what up? What up, Becca Banks? What's going on? Yeah. I don't know what happened, but we're back. We're here.
What happened, man? What happened?
I don't
Yeah.
know. Somebody must have reported the live. I don't know.
Uh, it's okay.
No. I'm just joking.
We'll, yeah.
I'm just joking. Ain't nobody report the live. My battery died.
uh,
My battery died. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I had a charger in my phone, and I guess it wasn't doing its job. But yeah, God works in mysterious ways. So, yeah, you was about to say something. You said the situation is, and then it hung up for me. I don't know what happened.
Oh,
Y'all heard
hey,
on this.
it was still going, brother, but the numbers was dropping. They were like, bloop, 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 bloop. And we was talking.
All right, so let's get back to it. Yeah.
All right, can you do us a favor and start over? Because my brother didn't get to hear it. I know you was going in, and I couldn't get a word in. I'm sorry, but you mind starting over for us, please?
Well,
Okay, I'll try my best.
we heard all of the. Well, let me tell you what I heard. What I heard was that you was in an abusive relationship. You lived in Canada. He lived in Florida for a while. Your dad was mad. His mom was mad, and I think that's where we got it from.
Yeah. And then we decided to get married still. And
Somebody using a vibrator. What's going on? You don't hear that?
and
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
and basically and basically I think it was a month before we got married. After the invitations and everything were sent out, he said he cheated on me. And then like when I started to kind of second guess, even though I was like invitations are out, whatever, then I was like, okay, what if I didn't, what if I walked away or changed my mind when, you were at the church or whatever, and he goes, he would kill me. And that was kind of a red
He
flag,
said what?
but he would kill me if I didn't show up and he was there kind of thing.
Didn't show
So
up to where?
the wedding,
Oh, you didn't
like if
want
I
to go to the
changed my
wedding
mind, like I asked him, like, what if I changed my mind based on the fact that he told me like a month before that he cheated on me.
a month before y'all got married. He told you he cheated,
Yeah.
and you say you don't want to follow through with it.
It wasn't that I said I didn't want to follow through with it, but I asked him the question, what if I didn't show up, or what if I, changed my mind? And he's like,
And he said he will kill you.
yeah, yeah, if I didn't show up. So if I left
And
him and don't.
that wasn't enough for you to go to the police or to tell somebody that this man said if I don't marry him, I don't want to marry him, but if I don't, he's gonna
No,
kill me. No.
I, I, I just, I don't know. I just took it for granted. Not really wise at the time. I
Okay,
was 25, so not wise.
so one of my questions for you is, was there a lacking in your life? Like, was your dad or your mom not there for you growing up? Or what do you feel like it was looking on it now? What do you feel it was that you feel you may have been lacking that made you say, I need this in my life?
I think for me, like since late, like I realized that going through childhood sexual abuse, there's a lot of traumas and triggers and lack of self-worth and stuff like that. So when you do see someone kind of accept you, it's kind of like, wow, when you're used to being like a person who's not really accepted. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Mm.
I find a lot of my life I didn't fit in, even in church, even outside. I just didn't fit in, which was weird.
Um,
Well, let me say, because my mom felt like that, right? And I bought her a book one day, and when she passed away, I went back and I got that book. And I'm gonna tell you, when you're a peculiar person, right? You're not meant to fit in. You're meant to serve a purpose that the majority is not able to serve. So,
You're right.
it's okay, let it out. You know what I'm saying? I want you to know that you once you discover your purpose, let me say this. The moment you discover your purpose, and it may take talking to somebody like me and my brother, it may take, you know, going off and doing like a small mini vacay getaway or something like that to clear your mind or to do whatever you need to do so that you can find your purpose. But the moment you find your purpose, you're going to see just how valuable you are beyond what everybody else can see.
I believe it. I think I've gotten to that part. I'm getting there. I'm still a work in progress, but I think within the last bit, I've come to a place where I realize you're not going to fit in, especially when God has a plan for your life and when you're called to
Absolutely.
something. I've done philanthropy work in Jamaica and different stuff like that, and I just find that I realize I don't fit in, but I'm okay with that now. Like before, I wasn't okay with it, but I guess talking about it is like opening. It's kind of
No, and
like
it's
opening
okay.
certain parts. But at this point, I love myself. I didn't used to like myself. I had a lot of self hate. I had a lot of just based on rejection and always having people wanting to be with me for the wrong reason. And I went through re-victimization. Like, so I went through abuse with one person when I was 5, and then it went to one of my relatives that started when I was 8, and then it went to somebody else. So it was like a pattern, as you said earlier on the show, that like people can tell when you're a wounded person. So it's like I kind of felt like, do I have a magnet on my head saying, okay, come and abuse me? That's how I felt, because it was just like everybody that met me, it was
So
maybe I
let
was
me
just healing.
so let me ask you a question. So tell me one thing that you love to do that if you didn't get a dollar for it, you would still do it every day. You wake up and do it every day, even if you didn't get paid for it.
I love to dance, just to worship God and dance.
So guess what? That's part of your purpose. You know that, right?
I know.
So if you know that's part of your purpose, then you got to realign some things, which is okay. We all go through a reset. I'm just coming out of a reset, right? But when I came out of my reset, and actually I was in the midst of my reset when I met my blessing. You see what I'm saying? But I was open to the reset. So it wasn't like I was sitting there, like not acknowledging that I needed a reset. But because I was open to it and I asked God for what I needed so that he can make me, like clearly design in position, put me in position to serve my purpose. That's what me and my brother are doing now. We both love helping people, right? So this right
Likewise.
here, I want to see this serve some sort of purpose in your life today, where when you wake up tomorrow, you start writing out. You could do a dance school. You say you like to dance and serve God. You can do a dance school. You know how therapeutic dance is to other people?
Yeah, I enjoy singing too and writing.
do all of that.
Whew. I am. I've been.
You can do a nonprofit.
I'm a
You can do. Go ahead, brother.
I'm gonna tell you something, right? Um, I want you to listen to me very carefully. When I was growing up, I felt that same exact way. I've dealt with molestation. I've dealt with lack of confidence. I didn't love myself the way I do today, right? And I didn't fit in either, right? My teeth was like, it wasn't like everybody else's, put it like that, right? And I was joked on about my teeth on a daily basis, right? Every time I used to laugh, and I still do it right now without even realizing that I'm doing it. But when I used to laugh, I used to cover my mouth all the time because I didn't want people to see my teeth, right? I built this exterior to continue on in life. I built like an armor where I didn't love myself, but I was covered. I was covered in this armor, whatever armor you want to call it, until I realized that the very thing that I was self-conscious about, the very thing that I felt I was not being accepted about, is the same reasons why people loved me. People loved me because I wasn't the regular. I wasn't the average. I wasn't the guy that you look across the room and everybody looks the same. At one point, you turn and you look and you see me in the corner. When I realized that I wasn't the person that was loud in the room and I wasn't the person searching for attention, but people still saw me in that corner, was when I realized that I'm me. I'm one of a kind. And I embraced that. I embraced it. Because that's what makes you who you are. The fact that you don't fit in means that you have a bigger purpose. I still don't fit in up to today.
Yeah.
I still don't fit in.
Me either.
Think about the average celebrity, right? The average celebrity. You could DM them till you weak. You ain't gonna get a response. You could comment under their fucking posts and say I love your work, and you're not gonna get a response. Me, I try to talk to as much people as I can. I try to help as much people as I can. I answer my DMs, all of these things, because I'm being me. I'm being me. I can't be Kevin Hart. I can't be Mike Epps. I can't be Cat Williams. I can't be Uncle Drew. I can't be nobody else but myself. And I don't apologize for being who I am, because that's what makes me up to be who I am. I could play the arm, I could play the chest, I could play the leg, I could play the toe, but I still have purpose. Because together, it all makes one. You understand? So the first thing I want you to start doing is embracing who you are. Embrace who you are. Let me tell you something. God didn't make you that way for you to second guess who you are and what God created.
Yeah.
Because that's like a slap in the face to the Almighty.
True.
Absolutely.
You telling him that's basically telling him you made mistakes on me. What happened? Why you made the mistakes on me? Everybody else fitting in. Everybody else is the loved one. Everybody else is liked. Why? What's the matter with me? You tell God you're not satisfied with what he made. And that you're going to always have a problem when you do that.
For sure.
You understand? So the first thing you need to do is embrace who you are as an individual first. Then embrace who you are as a woman. Then embrace the situations that you have been through, because those same situations is going to make you who you are and who you are supposed to become.
Yep.
Yep.
You understand me? Let me tell you something. I've been through it all. I've been through it all. I've been through thick, thin. I've been through hell. I've been through the storm. I've been through the rain. I've been through all of that. But I'm still right here to talk about it. My testimony, my test became my testimony, and my mess became my message.
Absolutely. I see that in my book.
And there's a lot of people that I know couldn't deal with what I had to deal with.
Likewise.
A lot of people are surprised. A lot of people are surprised looking at me like, what the fuck? This nigga is unstoppable. Because I'm not made from the same cloth as of the motherfucker who want to throw in the towel. I'm not the throw in the towel guy.
Yeah.
I stand for something. I have a purpose. You understand? And that's why they tell you stand for something or fall for anything. You understand? So at the end of the day, you got to love who you are as an individual. And because you didn't love who you was, you became somebody who dealt with the shit that you dealt with.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say the same thing that I said to the other sister earlier. You have to put value on your name. You have to put value on who you are as a person. Because let me tell you something, if you ain't happy with yourself, ain't nobody in this world gonna make you happy.
Very true.
If you don't love yourself, ain't nobody in this world gonna show you as much love as you can show yourself.
I love
No matter what somebody does for you, it's not gonna be enough if you don't love yourself.
For sure.
You're gonna sell yourself short. You're gonna settle for whatever this person is bringing to you. And at one point in time, whatever this man was presenting to you looked like love to you.
Yeah.
It could have been lack of what you said. You wasn't accepted, and this man was willing to accept you. But his acceptance came with stipulations and bullshit.
Yeah.
So you was looking for acceptance, but the acceptance came with fuckery, and you allowed it to become a part of your journey because you lacked that within yourself.
Yep.
See, this is what we gotta pay attention to what we have to do, what we want for ourselves. We could sit here and talk about it all day. I could ask you what you want in a man, and you could sit here all day and say, I want a man that's nice. I want a man that's caring, that's kind. I want a man that provides. I want a man that protects. You can say all of that. But do you believe that in your heart? Do you believe that in your soul that's what you deserve? Because if you don't believe that within your own heart and within your soul, something else is going to be out there waiting for you, and it's going to look like what you think you want. But it's not what you want, it's what you attracted. You understand me? Yeah. So at the end of the day, we got to put value on ourselves.
I'm learning.
You're not here to fix anybody. You're not here to take anybody's bullshit. You're not here to be nobody's punching bag. You're not here to be any. That's not what you're here for. God, let me tell you something. If you believe in the Most High, God didn't put none of us on this earth to suffer.
True.
We put our own selves in situations where we suffer.
Very true.
And a lot of times God is trying to pull us out of it, but we want what we want. You see, we going to want what we want, but God is going to give us what we need. There's a difference.
Very true.
That's why I tell people all the time, when we plan, God is laughing. You understand me? We got purpose on this earth. The journey is there. You got to make the right decisions, and you got to open your eyes and look. Look into your situation. Is this what I want for myself? Am I willing to deal with this? Is this something I can handle? Nobody's perfect, and nobody on this earth is going to ever be perfect. What are you willing to tolerate, though? You understand? Because somewhere within that person that you was with, they was broken too.
More than likely.
No, not more than likely. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you that that man was broken. You understand me? Because if that's the way he's dealing with you, he told you that if you don't show up to his wedding, he's going to kill you.
That's correct. That's insane. That's insanity.
Do you understand what that is? You see, me personally, I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't take death threats or any kind of threat lightly at all.
At all.
Because familiarity breeds contempt. People say things in a jokingly way, but they dead serious when they tell it to you. Yeah. You never had somebody do that to you?
Yeah.
Laugh and joke. Yeah, idiot. Me box you in your face. Box who in who for face? You see, they wanted to tell you that a long time ago, but they said it as a joke because familiarity breeds contempt. You understand? We got to look out for the signs. If you want better for yourself, look out for it. Work on you. Work on you. Because trust me, let me tell you something right now. If you got a car that's outside and it got scratches on it, it's dirty, all of that stuff, you know what happens? The kids come by and they start writing "wash me" on it. They start doing all kind of stuff to the car and all of that. Well, guess what? When your car clean and crisp and not a scratch, not a dent in it, no people don't even want to walk next to it. You know why? Because them know say somebody valued that. Somebody valued that. That's why me don't want to go next to that car there. You understand? But if you have somebody all broke down car, people will jump on it and all kind of thing. You understand me? Yeah. So this is, see, life is a cycle. And there's many cycles here. Whatever one you want to be in, it's here. It's like being in a laundromat. You got whites washing over there, you got colored over there, you got carpet over there, you got quilts over here, you got shoes over there. Which cycle you want to be in? Me, I want to be in the cycle of love. I want to be in the cycle of trust. I want to be in the cycle of success. I don't want to be in that toxic shit over there, the cycle of calling each other names, the cycle of being procrastinators, and the cycle of tearing down my brother and sister. I don't want to be in that cycle. Yeah. The cycle I want to be in is gonna be that cycle of success, that cycle of helping, that cycle of being empathetic. That's the cycle I want to be in. The cycle that my kids could see me in and say, you know what? I need to be a part of Dad's cycle.
True.
You understand? So at the end of the day, that's the cycle. You gotta set your mind for what you want. You have to set your mind for what you want. And I'm guaranteeing you, when you start working on yourself and when you start valuing yourself, certain people wouldn't even matter to you.
They'll fall off. They'll fall off.
This person who talking about you don't fit in. Who's them? I don't fit in whose box? Whose box do not fit in? Yours? Who is you? Who is you for telling me you say I don't fit in your category or your box or your whatever stipulations or whatever? Who is you for me to fit into your box? What you do for me? You see, this is why you gotta understand you can't care about what people say, because the world is a balance, you know, negative and positive, dede. Most of the times, right? Now let me just show you this real quickly. Now, let's say you have 100 followers on your Instagram, right? 100 people following you. You get 60-something likes, and you get 10 comments, right? Out of the 10 comments, 2 of them is negative. You know what we tend to do?
Focus on the negative.
Exactly. We want to challenge that person. Why you under my page talking this and that? You didn't acknowledge the other 8 people that said you look amazing and I like your dress and all. You didn't. That's not what we're taking on. We want to address the negative. You see, sometimes you gotta allow the negative to just be just that, negative. Sometimes you just gotta just delete it and move on. It don't even affect you. It don't even affect you at all. Because that's what that person wanted from you. They wanted that response, that negative response back to you. Right. You understand? Because now them know, so they mash up your mind. Your meds, which part of your meds did there? If you did think you look nice in that dress there tonight, me there have to tell you, say you never look good in that dress there. So guess what? Now you start questioning yourself.
True.
Maybe I didn't look good. Maybe my hair was out of place. But you know what? That them two people there mash up all your confidence. Y'all delete the post. Because you don't want nobody else come and look on it and say, boy, you look bad. No. Think about the 8 people that loves you, the 8 people that press like, the 8 people that said, baby, you look good. Those are the people that you're supposed to embrace. We're not embracing negativity. That don't work for me. You understand?
Absolutely.
Let me tell you something. if that break you down, you could have never got through where me got through. I tell you that. You could have never got through where me got through. Because every time I post, anytime me looking at my DM, anytime, it was just so negative. You's a this, you's a that, you's a pussy, go suck your mother's a shame, all kind of thing me read. I'm going to read it with my own 2 eyes.
Wow.
So that means that me, I feel it first hand, and nobody come tell me about it. You know? Me read it for myself. And the only thing I could sit down and do is say, boy, after all these years, my name never call up in a nothing. After all these years, I've been trying to help people and trying to fill people with a different type of vibe, a different type of dignity and stuff like that. And this is what I get back in return. So till I'll pick them, start get all DMs, your father this and your father that, 11-year-old, 10-year-old child. You understand? But at the end of the day, I gotta stay focused on who I am. Sure. If trust me, I could have let that consume me, you know. I could have let that consume me and take over me, and trust me, today you wouldn't hear nothing about no Majahhype. But I focused on the positive, the people who love me, the people who said, no, this man better than that. Look how much years the man there. Look how much the man love this person. Look how much time. I see this man post this and post that and carry this and carry that and all of these things. The people who was positive and in my corner and loved me for who I am and what I brought to this culture is the people who kept me grounded. Not them negative fuckers. Because where them there now, the negative people there, where them there? The whole of them I punch the ear. The whole of them I pull out them ear because they thought they had one. But I'm built up different. And it took me a while to get here. But I'm not gonna tell you that this is some fly-by-night thing. It's a process. Yeah. Because at some point in your life, you get tired of it, trying to fit into people. It's like trying to put a circle in a square. You understand me? You don't fit. You don't belong. Go find the people that will love you and rate you and respect you. And keep that company that the people that will uplift you. A man come into your life, he better respect you. Don't think that he's doing you a favor by looking you. He ain't doing you no fucking favor. He's not doing you a favor. You understand? So don't ever feel like you have to accept what somebody's bringing to you and it's bare minimal. Things where you know say, why I don't feel comfortable with this. I don't feel comfortable. But you're still accepting it just because the man I look you. Nah, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. Value yourself first. That's the only way, unless you're gonna be in that cycle where people know them can't get to you and say certain things to you. Oh, you look how we are, you stay how we are, stay like everybody else. You're weird and all them. Yeah, let me be weird. Because let me tell you something. All of the people them who you see that is successful is people that was weird. People that didn't fit in. They brought something different to the table. And that was intriguing to the masses. That was intriguing to the people that they had surrounding them. You understand me?
Yeah.
Think about it. Think about it. Everybody who you see that has done, everybody. Elon Musk, the man come with electric car, right? That's a billionaire. Jeff Bezos, he come with, you know what? You don't have to go shop over eBay and get used people things and this and that. No, I got a place where you could get every fucking thing you need right here. Billionaire. You understand me?
Okay.
So it's about being different. Embrace that.
Thank you.
I used to wonder, and I've had this conversation even recently. Growing up, I didn't understand why. I thought it was jealousy and something else, but it was envy because people saw something that I couldn't see as a child, right? And as I got older, even now to this day, I still deal with it. You know how many people, and I'm using my brother for an example, a lot of people envy me because of our relationship and they're wondering how did I get where I'm at with him, right? They envy that. But you have to, I want to say this and speak this life into your heart tonight, this morning. It's a brand new day, right? I want you to remember something. Your walk has nothing to do with anything anybody else feels or says about you. Your walk has everything to do on this earth with what God put you here to do.
Sorry, I'm one of those people, when I start crying, it's very hard to stop. So I'm like, I don't know. I did not expect I'd be like crying. I don't know what is going on, but I'm just like,
Let
okay,
it go.
God, whatever.
Yeah.
Let it go. Let it run. Let it run. Believe me. Let it go. Don't be ashamed or embarrassed about it either. Let it happen.
Yeah, don't worry about crying because this is a moment where you get a chance to, crying is a opportunity to cleanse your soul, right? And what I want you to really think about is today can be, will be, and should be the first day of the rest of your life. Now, something I want to add to what Major said earlier is this right here. When we step into free will and not God's will, right? Sometimes we go through things that we feel like God put us in or the devil put us in, and that's not always the case. You know, those are three different categories: God, the devil, and free will. Three different categories.
Yeah.
However, if God loves you, he will use the opportunity to test you, to prep you for your next level that he's sending you to.
Preach. Preach, brother, preach.
I believe that for sure.
Okay, remember that. So next time you're going through something, I want you to think about, is this for me or is this for my ministry to the next person that I'm going to come across that may not be able to get through what it is that they're going through? However, because I made it on the other side, God saw fit that I was strong enough to tell them that they can make it too.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. I'm just kind of like, God, work on the stuff that if there's anything else I got to deal with, help me to see it and deal with it, because I realize that I'm always encouraging people. And there are times where I'm kind of like, is there someone to encourage me today? Like, I'm always encouraging and always listening to
You
everybody
talking
else's
my
problem.
language, girl.
old people, young people, in between. Everybody comes to me with the problems, and I'm praying for them or encouraging them. And then sometimes it's like, okay, God, like I feel like I'm so messed up. Why are you always bringing everybody to come to me? Like I
You know
have
That's
what?
your
gaps in
purpose.
everything.
That's your purpose, baby. That's
It,
your purpose.
it is. We just said that and acknowledged that.
That's your purpose.
You know
You
what?
might, let me tell you something. There's two different things, right? God give you a gift and God give you a purpose, right?
Yeah.
God give you a gift and God give you a passion. Let me say that. God gives you a gift and a passion. You might be passionate about dancing, but that is not necessarily your gift.
Right. Right.
Your gift is your purpose. That is what God gave to you and only you. You understand me?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, listen to what I'm saying to you. You might be the same person that could start an organization and sit down with people that feel like you and encourage them. You understand?
Yeah.
You let me tell you something. You know how much time me sit down and answer that? With all of the things I've been through in my life, majority of the people, 98% of the people that know me, you know what they say to me? Why you different, brother? You're strong. My
Yeah. They
youth,
say
if me,
that.
brother, your stomach strong, my youth. If would I go through where you are go through, trust me, dog. Me don't do this and me don't do that. Guess what? I felt like that too. With this last situation that I went through, guess what? I told everybody, I said, listen, even the man in the army that have on him armor get bruised. That armor gets dented. And that's when you got to take yourself away, bring yourself back, and heal yourself. You understand?
Yeah.
If you make it out on that battlefield and you are right, but you got bruises, it's time to head back to the base and heal yourself. But don't give up the fight.
Never.
All right.
Never. I'm still here for a purpose.
I want you to do yourself a favor. Do this before the sun rises. Will you do this for yourself?
Sure. Absolutely.
I want you to go listen to this song. It's called God Favored Me
Oh, I
by
love that.
Hezekiah Walker.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with that song?
Yeah. 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 I know it.
Okay, when I say listen, I don't want you to just hear
Don't
it.
sing it with it. Just listen.
Close your eyes. Envision your purpose. And guess what? From this day forward, right? From this day forward, I want you to look at how your value, your stocks just went up because you sat on here with us and you identified your purpose and your passion and your gift, right? So because you've identified that this morning, this on this great night, I want you to walk in that from this day forward. When something happens, excuse me, don't get offended, don't get down. Identify why it happened. Here's the trick. I'm gonna tell you a trick I do. When stuff happens to me, I say, you know what, God, thank you. I may not say it to everybody else, but I say it in silence because I know if God didn't allow certain things to happen to me,
Yeah.
if I didn't have any trials, if I didn't have any problems, if I didn't have any issues,
Have strength.
I would be worried
Yeah.
because that means the devil got me right where he wants me. So when the haters come and all the other stuff,
You want me to tell you something funny?
go ahead.
You know who get challenged the most?
People who are called to greatness.
The people who are blessed.
Yes.
Because the enemy don't like that. The enemy don't like that because that's one more person that could glorify the Almighty. You understand? When you
True.
blessed, you're gonna be attacked.
I
Believe
All
know.
that.
the time.
Attacked. You hear me?
I know.
Some people block their own blessings because them red eye other people. They block their own blessings because they're too busy worrying about what everybody else doing. They're not even looking at it or acknowledging their own blessings. The blessings them right in front of them and them can't acknowledge it. You know why? Because them too busy to watch everybody else one. So just know that you are being attacked. You are going through these trials and tribulations. You are dealing with all of this stuff for a reason. And tonight, you called here for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it works. Trust the guidance and trust the journey and trust the process. Like my brother told you to listen to that song, I want you to listen to another song. Another song called This Is Not the Time by Marvin Sapp.
Yep. That's another good one.
You hear me? Listen to that, to the music. And surround yourself with the what? The positive people.
Yeah.
Don't acknowledge. You know what I used to do when I first started doing like comedy and stuff like that, right? And I started building a name for myself because when I started, I probably had like 1,500 followers, right? And I went from 15 to 3,500. Then I went from 3,500 to 7,000. And the more I built myself was the more I started seeing the negative comments, right? And when I saw the negative comments, they varied. It was different things. Oh, him soon run out of joke. Him not gonna last long. Oh, him put on wig, him gear. Oh, him this, him that. Him born here, him not born this. All kind of something I start see. And I used to take on everybody. Used to take on everybody. And you know what happened? I said to myself, why am I giving these people the glory when them don't know who I am? They don't even know me. Them can't call my phone and say, what go on. They don't care about who I am. They care about the person that is there, the image that they see. That's what they care about. And they don't like to see prospering. So why am I taking on these people? No. Let me tell you something. Earlier today, right? I made a comment on Shade Room about something. I can't remember what it was, but just joking around, I made a comment, right?
Mm-hmm.
I must see people that respond. And you know, say, I'll know me not look for see what them say if it was negative or if it wasn't negative. I don't even know what they were saying, but I just seen it and I just seen they added you on, you know, this person responded to you on Shade Room, this or that. I don't business. Whether it's positive or negative, I don't business. Me now go back around there. Me say what me say, cause I see it. I'm joke it off or whatever, and I move on. Because if I go back there and revisit it, and somebody said something negative, you know what it turns into?
Problem.
A back and forth on these people page. Me now go back and forth with nobody. I don't got time for that. I'm living my life. I'm moving on how I move. These people don't care about you. They don't know you. And if them do know you, them would have rate you enough to tell you say you matter. So, you know what I mean? It's that simple. And if you ever want to talk, we are here for you.
Thank you.
Matter
Uncle
of fact,
Drew
I
is
want to
here.
give you a playlist.
I'm here. You understand?
I'm gonna give you a playlist.
Yes. Thank you.
So when you find yourself getting down and out, and you know you feel like you're about to just dive into a dark place, I'm gonna play a small snippet of something because I can't play it long. But I want you to catch what I'm about to play.
Yeah, you about to get us kicked off this shit.
Now I'm gonna look. Do me a favor. Grab a pen. Grab a pen and a piece of paper. Okay.
I have it.
You remember the two songs we gave you already, right?
Yes. God favored me, and this is not the time. I wrote them down.
Okay.
Trust me.
I got another one. I got two more for you.
Okay.
You see that Marvin Sapp song?
That song
so my aunt, right? My aunt had a choir, right? In my church. And we used to go to competitions and we were singing like in the McDonald's competition and all of that stuff, right? We even won 1 year and a couple years and stuff, right? But my aunt told me she wanted me to sing this song. She was like, I want you to sing this song. You know, I know you can handle it. And she played it to me and she sent it to me. This is when the song just came out, Marvin Sapp. That same song, This Is Not the Time. And I learned the song and I sung it, but guess what? It didn't register to me. Like I was just singing it. You understand? Like I just rehearsed the song and I was just singing it. This is not the time for giving up. No, no. This is not your place where you should be. And I'm just singing the song and I'm like, okay, I got the song down pat and we singing it. It was not until we went in front of that stage and I started singing that song that I realized that that song meant it was talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
That song was put in my hands for me.
Right.
There's still hope for the hopeless. God is a friend to the friendless. I was like, what? This is for me. Because when your back is against the wall, this ain't the time for giving up, baby.
Right.
It's not that time. You understand? So, I mean, that's why I told you to get that song in your rotation. You understand?
I'm gonna listen to it. Yep. I'm normally
What you was
listening to
just
positive
saying,
music.
Drew? Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna add a couple of more songs to a playlist because once you jump off,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to go into your own private praise and worship. Because God got a job for you that He's got a job for you. You just got to accept the offer.
Lord Jesus, this is like a
Oh,
constant for
you
me.
heard that
So
before?
it's been
Okay.
it's like a rolling
So
list of confirmations, and I'm just like, okay, God, like.
let me tell you the other side to that, right? You got to stop running because you can't run. You getting tired, and he's just sitting there with his arms folded, like, okay, you ready? You can't outrun me. I'm everywhere. You ready?
That's true. Yeah.
Let me give you these other three songs.
Okay.
James Fortune
Yep.
featuring Zacardi Cortez. Let Your Power Fall is the name of the song.
Okay. I think I know that
All right. Donald Lawrence, Deliver
one.
Me. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's featuring Leandria Johnson.
Yeah.
And the last but not least, and I got a whole bunch, but I'm giving you some that are going to really feed you for what you need to do.
Okay.
The last one is Forever Jones, He Wants It All.
Oh yeah. That's that.
That right there is the confirmation to you running and your legs are turning into jello because you keep trying to run from God and you're running out of real estate.
I hear you there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we
Yes.
appreciate you for calling in, baby.
Thank you so much for your
Listen,
time.
Queen. Listen, Queen. Much value, much love. Put it in yourself, all
Thank
right?
you.
Put it
Thank
into
you for your
yourself.
words of
Pour it into
encouragement.
yourself. You hear me? No,
Absolutely.
nobody else ain't gonna do it for you. You got to do it for yourself. And
I'm
Absolutely.
doing it.
that's when people start seeing you pouring it into yourself. That's when they gonna come with them little glass, and them little cup. You see there, see some of ya. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And like I
I'm
said,
further than where I was. And what you said
absolutely.
about people always calling you strong, I get that all the time. I go to the counselor, and when I finish, they're like, "You're so strong." I'm like, "But I came here to tell you I'm weak." Like, what?
Exactly.
And they're like, "No, but you're so strong. Most people wouldn't make it through this." And I'm like, "But I feel weak, you know?" But I'm thankful for the time and the words. It definitely resonated.
Absolutely.
And I know I didn't call by accident.
Absolutely.
We
Well,
Thank
got
you.
you always got us here if you wanna reach out to either one of us, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And trust me, the people who my DMs is a little more thing than
Yeah,
Uncle Drew on.
I
But
get to you, brother.
Uncle Drew always let me know who he's speaking to, and if they need to speak to me, then that's just what it is. So I appreciate that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I mean, you can reach out to either one of us, man. We here for
Thank
you.
you.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, we
And I
got you.
also want to find out about your thing that you have for children who have been through abuse, because I definitely would love to somehow partner, work along in that, because my book is about that, dealing with the traumas and triggers.
Okay,
Sounds good.
definitely. I mean, there's so many things we got, in the works. So
Yeah, we got a
you
long
know,
list of things, but with God's help, we're gonna get everything where it needs to be.
yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you.
right. So
God
much
bless you
blessings
both.
here, Queen.
Thank you.
Much
All
love. All right.
right.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Go
Yeah.
study now.
Yeah.
Therapeutic night, brother.
Absolutely. What a lot of people don't understand is that it's cool to joke and have all that fun and all of that stuff, but at some point in time we gotta pour them blessings into each other. You know what I'm saying? We need it, and that's we are us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We are us. So Vice, big up yourself, So it
Yeah.
is what it is, man. You know?
The thing is, we all, no matter what we do in between the start date, you said it before. I'm gonna reiterate that the dash in between the start date and the end date is what matters the most, because when that end date comes, we just become the same thing that we did when we first started.
Hmm.
Which is absolutely nothing until we form into something. And when we go back to being nothing, we form into something eternally on the other side. You know,
Yep.
so we have to live our lives accordingly and live them right while we got the chance, bruh. I mean, tonight was really good. I hope all of y'all are appreciating or enjoying. I didn't mean to say appreciating, but I hope y'all are enjoying what we're
No,
doing.
absolutely appreciate it. Yeah. Leave that word in there. Leave that word in there. Yep.
Okay. I
Leave
mean,
that in there.
like, I know some of y'all think I'll be tired. It's not that I'm tired. I'm good. Some of y'all think that I'm, checking out. It's not that. I'm really checked in. As you all are talking, I'm processing. The purpose of this show is not to just sit here and just talk and not come up with some type of solution. So,
Yeah,
when y'all talking, I'm processing like, okay, you know,
absolutely. Because we could sit here and listen to everybody's story and just be like, okay, well, thanks for calling. We
yeah,
actually
like,
trying to find solutions and try to help.
yeah, this is bigger than just having a platform. This is like we got work to do. I mean, I'm telling you, I called bro right after I got done, and I wasn't even done at school. I was sitting there just looking at these kids like tearing up, like, and then now we're getting examples in adults right here live in person. These are live adults that were broken children that somebody didn't take the time out to fix.
I just want to say thank you to the people who call in and share their stories with us because
Absolutely.
our purpose wouldn't be nothing without knowing that I thank y'all for the bravery, the courage that y'all have to come up here, because I know sometimes we have 1,000, sometimes we have 2,000, sometimes we got 800 people on here, and it's not easy to come out and talk about these traumatic situations and the traumas that we have been through. um it's not easy to do that, even for myself. You know what I mean? I speak a lot about things that I've endured and things that I've been through, you know what I'm saying? And it's not an easy thing to do, but I do that. I do that because I want y'all to know that this is a safe place that we can speak about these things and not be judged, not be laughed at, and really, you know, um, be able to help one another. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to just come on here and think that, we just here for the story and for the likes and the views and all of that, because I wouldn't be telling my stories if that was the case.
Yeah, and that,
Uncle Drew wouldn't be telling his stories if that was the case.
yeah,
You
and
know?
I need y'all. I need y'all to really just understand one thing for me. At the end of the day, even though we come on here and we give this information, we give this whatever we have to give, we are still human beings that have to deal with our own personal lives. So no matter, what my brother's status is, no matter what my status is, it doesn't matter all the time, because we have to go out and live these things and then come back and tell you about it in a healed manner. But when we're going through it. A lot of people don't understand, just because we're on here doesn't mean that we don't go through things.
Peaches, I've been trying to add you for the longest. Peaches, I just see your comment. I've been trying to add you for the longest. I don't know why it's not going through. I'm gonna send it again one more time. We's about to close out the show. Let me see if it's gonna go through. I just sent it. Okay, there we go.
Good night.
Good night.
Good
How you
night.
doing?
Hi, how you doing? I was coming on because when Uncle Drew said he wanted the story, related to the other young lady that came on, and I sent the request.
Okay.
Basically my story is just like hers, just I wasn't in a shelter.
Mm-hmm.
Um my mom abandoned me and my brother. She was
Mm-hmm.
married to my father. But it just added us to two, she abandoned us. So I didn't find out till I was like 15, 16 that my mom wasn't my mom. So I felt like, how could family lie and say, this? And then I'm looking at the outsiders like, okay, how can I trust you?
Mm-hmm.
Long story short is like, I didn't grow up with a father figure since my father died or whatever like that. And then it's like, it would take a turn for the worse because nobody is teaching me how to deal with these men out here.
Right.
So I ran into my son's dad, and it was like, okay, well, my family is giving me this to cover up. So, okay, so now I know something familiar. But it wasn't all made up to what it's be because it became physical, it became manipulative, it became every sort of way.
Right.
So then I had another child and another child. But the last child, it was okay, I'm trying to force somebody to take care of a child when they don't even know how to take care of it, like themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, one summer I sent my son with his dad, forcefully or whatever, and he beat on his other baby mom, so my son was in the back of a cop car. So now he doesn't want to deal with him on his own.
Your son don't want to deal with the father on his own.
On his own, and he's only 6, about to be 7. I
Wow.
don't talk bad. I ask him like, "You want to call your dad?" Like, no, I don't. So that's why I was saying earlier, like, not everybody's story is the same thing that you guys are mentioning. It's sometimes people's story is different.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we truly understand that, and the goal is, for everybody that is open to speaking about this story, the goal is to tell your stories so that we can provide solutions. You know what I'm saying? And if our solutions may not be the only solution or the solution to work. However, this is a community based show that's giving people a platform to say, you know what? I heard somebody else that went through something similar. Now
Mm-hmm.
I hear as to maybe how I can deal with my own situation. Because me and
Yes.
my brother,
'Cause
we can't be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So we have to. This is
mhm.
the best way to reach everybody.
Yes. Because once I heard a story, God was like, you know what? You never told your story, not to anyone. Like, this is the time. You on an assignment. So I had to go. I had to be obedient to God now that I'm following him, just to reach out. Maybe I could touch somebody else, because I'm dealing with my own trauma still.
Absolutely.
And on my own, because, family, they say they proud of you, believe you, but then it's like, okay, they can't accept who you are.
Let
They still trying to figure out how you still making it.
Hmm.
Hey sis, can I tell you something?
Yes, sir.
I got family right now that didn't even know me. I got family that knew me that don't like me. I have brothers and sisters that didn't tell me until I was in my late 30s that they had personal vendettas against me because of me being a baby. I got more than what they got.
Yes, I can relate to that part too.
You know what I did? I'm going to tell you what I did. I just learned how to protect my peace. And what that meant was I loved everybody that is a part of my life, even if I have to love you from a distance. And I always keep in mind that everything in this entire world is temporary. So if you want to be temporarily let go until God sees fit to bring you back in my life, sometimes you got to do that too.
I'm
I'll tell
I'm
you.
trying to learn how to do that because my thing is like, I always give people chances. That's my problem. Because when your heart is pure and you try to see things, a different perspective, it starts to take a toll on you. Like, Lord, am I doing this correctly or is it my fault or whatever? And it's like, keep trying, but God always shows you who that person is, time and time again.
So let me. I'm doing my best to help you because I want to help you and listen to you and help you at the same time, right? So one thing you said that I want you to eliminate is the word try.
Yeah, we
You
don't use
don't
that
try.
word over here.
Yeah, you don't try to wake up, do you?
Excuse me?
You don't. You didn't try to wake up this morning, did you?
No, I woke up.
Okay, so stop trying. And let me say this because we as people have to retrain ourselves because the school system, the world, there's a lot of different things that trained us to think a certain way. So as we're adults now, we got to break some of those ways, right? So that's why I'm saying get away from the thing of saying try. Just get up and do. Do this for 21 days. Just get up and do. If you got to do something that eliminates people from having complete access to you, do it. If you got to do something where you got to apologize, to somebody that did something wrong to you, do it. Guess what? The more you do, the more it becomes a habit, the more it changes your lifestyle,
Okay.
right? And this right
Mhm.
here, at the end of the day, no matter what your mom did, I get it. I'm not going to discredit that. Understand what I'm telling you. You just need to find a way, and it may take talking to me and my brother. It may take talking to somebody, but you need to find a way to move past it. If I could tell you, and I can't do it tonight, but if I could tell you some of the things that happened in my life, right, that would have easily broken me if I wasn't as strong as God made me.
But can I say one thing? I
Hmm.
realized that like a couple of days ago when my cousin got killed, he used to molest on me back when I was younger, and I was like, it took this just to get a peace of mind that I got justice. Like I don't wish bad on nobody, but that was a part of me that couldn't move on from things. Like it hurted me, and it was like, my family wasn't ever there, and I was raised by my grandma. She was never home, so these things happen to me, and it's like, I don't know, I can't explain it, but
No, I get it.
I get what you're saying. Trust me, you don't gotta explain it.
Because you know what? My bro was transparent. I'm going to be transparent, right? I had a cousin to molest me too. And you know what? Never, ever again in life saw this cousin. But you know what? When I was young. When I say young, I was 4 years old. I remember it vividly. And when I went to open my mouth to tell on this cousin, I got beat.
yeah, my mom told me because I said something like 20 something years old. She was like, "Oh, well, if you never said nothing, it was good for you." And I was like, "What?" This is my grandma
Good for
mom,
you.
like, raised me. And I was like, "What? Like, are you serious?" Like, some people when they're younger and they try to open up, people don't believe them. And I waited years to say something. And that's the first thing you say to me. Like that, it hurted me. Like I resent my family so much.
But
And
you
it's
know
Well, let
what?
me
like,
tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Mm.
You don't have a choice in choosing who your family is.
and I always
Mm-mm.
ask God, like, why am I born into this family? I'm
Yeah,
nothing
listen to
like
me. Listen
them.
what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying to you. Family doesn't mean that you was born into that family. Family is what you create. Okay?
It is.
The people that you have around you, that you surround yourself with, is your family. The people who's loyal to you, the people who respect you, the people who love you, the people who value you, the people who care about your well-being. Those is your family. Not just because you was born in this family, or you was put into this situation. That doesn't make them family. You
And it
understand?
was like, it's like, I get around people trying to make friends or whatever, but it's like they don't like me for some reason. Like I have two good friends, like, but it's like, people think I'm all that. Or no, I just stand out from the rest. Like I know God has a purpose for me, but it's like,
You do me a favor. Take out a piece of paper real quick. I'm gonna help you out some more. Do you have a piece of paper and a pen?
yes, give me 1 second.
Okay. And while you're doing that, let me tell you something. I'm telling now, everything that we're sharing is coming from places of experience, right? Just know that. No, this is all experience-based conversation for us all. Um, Number one. Well, let me know when you get. Well, let me know when you get the
I'm ready.
paper. Okay. I want you to. Matter of fact, there's something I want you to write down. Let me grab it real quick. Give me a second, bro. You
Okay.
got anything you want while I grab this?
I mean, listening to these things is hard, and I'm gonna tell you why.
It's very hard.
It's even harder, and this is the thing, right? This is what I was telling the sister earlier. Like, there's a time when we get weak, and people who know you to be a strong person is always going to tell you, yeah, but you're so strong, you're such a strong person, and this and
And
that.
I only try to be strong for my kids. Like,
You got to be
I
strong for yourself, because you got to be in the right frame of mind to raise those kids. So you got to be strong for yourself first. But for me, it's hard for me to listen to these things, because I've dealt with some of these things, and every time somebody comes up here and talk about their story, I kind of relive what I've dealt with, right? But like I said, this is my purpose. You know what I'm saying? And I try my best to help out the people who call up here and express their situations. Now, I want you to really surround yourself with good people. Don't worry about the family. Don't worry about all of that. Don't worry about that because let me tell you something. It could also be a sense of jealousy.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
I, I,
The
I
fact
really,
that
I
the fact
really
that you
feel that.
the fact that you
And
came from
why I
so
said
far.
that, that's why it's around. I moved to another state with my kids. Like I secluded myself, but then I try to
Hmm.
come around, just to make amends because life is short, and I don't want to go to sleep having resentment.
Hmm.
I don't want to go to sleep like, worrying and,
Cha Cha, I need you to send me a request, please, real quick. Send me a request if you can, please, Cha Cha. Yeah, this it's listen,
and
we
then
all dealing. Go
and
ahead,
then
boo.
it's like,
Go
okay, because being that my grandmother raised me, my sisters and brothers from her, but really they my uncle. It's like, okay, they went and got a career, they went to school, but I chose a opposite route. So it's like, okay, they think they better than me because okay, you might be rich and all that, but I just want to live comfortable. Like I don't want to be miserable. I just want to know that my kids is okay. Like I don't want to compete with nobody.
Listen,
And I
you ain't
always
you
listen
ain't
to
living you
my
ain't
favorite
living.
song. My favorite song I listen to is Mama Said, "This is my testimony." Like I listen to that literally every day because I really have a testimony. Like I don't want to relive life, but I just want to tell the testimony that God is allowing me to tell someone.
You don't gotta live under nobody's standard and nobody's validation. If you living comfortable and you good within your space, that's all that should matter. You letting people dictate your happiness too much. You know what I'm saying? And I understand it's hurtful because that's your family.
Your family.
You know what I'm saying? I understand that. But you also have to protect you, your peace, protect your sanity, protect your interests. Because at the end of the day, you are the role model for your children. You feel me? So
Yeah.
whether guess what? Guess what? You might have aunts, uncles, cousins over there that's living good, and they looking at you like, yeah, she ain't make it yet, but how she still surviving? But what's going on? But guess what? They might be looking at you as the lower class of them, but guess what? To your kids, you are superwoman. To your kids, you are successful. You understand me? That's
Yes,
they
sir.
looking at you, and from their eyes, you are that shit. You are the shit in their eyes. So why should anybody else matter? You understand
You're
me?
right. You're right. And
They
then when I
don't they
start
don't
like,
matter.
and like sometimes they hit a trigger and I just start snapping. I'm like, for every action there's a reaction. For there's a cause and an effect for the situation. Like I'm just not gonna react or for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so don't try to
And
play me or manipulate me because at the end of the day I'm gonna come back and then it's like, oh, I'm the crazy one. I'm wild out for no reason. I'm like, no, like it's like I know I'm not the problem anymore because I know myself. I love myself. No one can tell me about myself besides me.
mm-hmm.
That's how I know I've grown and I've changed. But some things still bother me. That's
Mm-hmm.
like I feel like that's my only problem. And losing my daughter father, I have to deal with her emotions and things like that. So I have to be the strong one. And then what my son dad did, my younger son dad did to him, it's like, and then you have this other baby mother that they wound up moving to the same state I'm in. So when you see me, you want to defend him and argue with me, try to fight. I'm not fighting you. First of all, I live in a Commonwealth state. I'm not losing my kids for nobody.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Okay? Why would you move to the same state I'm in? Like it's like the antagonizement, but
You got these people too invested in what I mean. You care about what they think too much.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you that much. You care about what these people say and what they think too much. That's not gonna put you nowhere. That ain't gonna put you nowhere. You're gonna be living your whole life trying to please people that is so irrelevant in your life. And guess what? Meanwhile, they doing what they doing. You busy trying to fucking please these people.
I mean, you're absolutely correct because you brought it to my attention, but I feel like sometimes I don't give a fuck about what people think, but I'm expressing it to you guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't bother anyone unless they bother me.
Here's
that's what I'm saying. That it becomes a trigger when somebody knows how to get to you. This is what I'm saying. You just said.
Okay, that's why. Thank you for clarifying.
You get what I'm saying? You just said you don't bother people until they bother you. But then when they bother you, you go off, and that's the reaction they want from you. So they are triggering you because they know what they're gonna get from you, and then when they get it from you, you're crazy, you're tripping, you're bugging out because that's the narrative that they want to create for you. They want to create that. Oh, watch, I'm gonna say some triggering shit to her and watch how she reacts. You understand what I'm saying? Watch how she gonna do it. She gonna go crazy. She gonna go off. She gonna start talking about this. She gonna talk about that. You don't that you know what that is? That's a form of mental control. When somebody know they can control you that way, it's dangerous. What you got to work on is not allowing them to draw you out. Don't allow somebody to be that flame lighter for you. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
You got to let them know. Listen, I'm better than that. I'm not. Listen, all that shit y'all talking, I'm good. I'm good over here. I got something to do right now. What y'all talking about? Because if y'all ain't talking about nothing, I'm out of here. That's simple.
Yep.
People do things to get a reaction out of you, and then when they get that reaction, you're the bad one. You understand? That's narcissistic behavior.
I understand that part, but when it's the baby father and the other baby mother, I could be in for instance, we was in the nail salon. I didn't know that was her. She came at me like, "Oh, your son needs cigarettes." I'm like, "No." I said, "Don't speak to me." Oh, I said, "When I seen you, I was going to fight you, but I have to protect myself as well." So it's different. I understand what you're saying.
How small of a town you live in that
I live in Pennsylvania.
Y'all?
I live in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Look,
I don't know why all of y'all living in the same state. They moved to where you was at and all of that. I mean, that's
and
a little
then
weird.
coming riding past my house, like, you know,
why they know like, where you live?
I don't. I really don't know. I don't keep in contact. I promise you, my son's dad is blocked on social media. He doesn't have my number. After the incident with my son being in the cop car or whatever, I had to go get him in another state. He had him for the summer. He beat his baby mother up or whatever. So that's why he wound up in the back of a cop car.
Yeah, after that, why do they know where you live?
Yeah,
I don't even know. Somebody had to give them my where I live at. I don't know. I cannot tell you.
Can I give you some of this stuff so that we can change the narrative of your life?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you got your pen and paper ready?
Yes.
This is coming from my book that's not out yet, but it's gonna help you, all right?
Okay.
First thing I want you to write down is wake up with purpose. And you don't have to write everything down right now because it's going to take a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to read all of these different things. And you send me a DM, I'll gladly give you all of these things off of here. Okay?
Okay.
Number two, stop trying to shrink yourself into places that you've outgrown. Do you understand why I'm telling you that?
No.
It's time for you to outgrow the situations that you're in.
Okay.
For somebody to be able to easily access you, have access to you, that's a problem. Stop being so easily accessible. All right?
Yes.
Here's the other thing. I need you to learn how to unfriend, uncousin, uncoworker, unfamily, unfollow, and unplug from relationships that don't feed your soul. Did you catch that?
Yes.
Okay. Here's another one. I'll give you this last one. And then make sure you send me a DM, okay?
Okay, I will.
A ship is designed to take you places. So if your friendship, now this one I want you to really get. If your friendship, your partnership, your companionship, or your relationship is not taking you anywhere, I need you to learn how to abandon ship.
Okay.
Did you catch that one?
Yes, sir.
Stop riding those ships that ain't going nowhere. You're wasting time and energy.
Yeah, they got you in a stagnant place where you're not able to outgrow it because you're entertaining it. If you stop entertaining it, then you could outgrow it.
Okay.
Fuck all that baby mother, baby father, all that shit. Fuck all of that. Worry about you and being that superstar to those children. Because they looking. Regardless of the fact, if you think they not, they are. They looking. They on looking and they cheering for you. But they want to see what's your next move. So are we gonna keep on entertaining this and letting people have that power over you that they could get a response and all of that? You know what I'm saying? All that I want to fight you and all of that stupid shit. Nah, that's not what we entertaining. You ain't gonna be able to grow until you leave that where it's at. You understand? So let that stay by the wayside. It's
And
new ventures out there for you. It's new beginnings out there for you. But you can't move on from one thing to another if you stagnant. You understand?
Yes.
If you waiting to cross the highway and you waiting for them cars to stop coming, you gonna be sitting there all day. At some point in time, you
That's
have
the
to
reason
take
why
that
I went
risk.
back to school. Because my son, my 6-year-old, approached me. He's like, "Mom, why am I going to school? You're not going to school. Like, what am I doing this for?" So I went back to school, got my degree or whatever, and that motivated me. So now I'm going on with them. Like, the pandemic, it made us sit down at the table, get our education. Like, they
Mm-hmm.
motivate me. So when I didn't have anyone around me or trying to make a relationship work with my family, it helped me.
Look, sit down, have dinner with your kids. Try to do it as often as you can.
Yes, we always do.
Sit down as a family. Pray
Mm-hmm.
together. Pray together.
Yes, always,
Have dinner
always.
together, and have conversations with them. You understand me? And let
Yes, sir.
them know. You know what I'm saying? Let them know that you are doing your best and you will continue to do your best because they looking at you. I'm telling you right now.
yeah, and you gotta
They
learn
looking on.
you gotta learn how to be unreasonably happy.
Wait, repeat that.
Learn to be unreasonably happy.
Um, I don't understand what you're saying. I ask questions. If
Help.
I don't understand, I ask.
No, it's okay. Let me
I
help
don't
you.
even know what you mean by unreasonably.
Let me help you.
You don't have to
Okay.
have a reason to be happy, is what he means.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
on the top of that,
Happy for no reason, baby.
yep, kindness is contagious. And I know some of y'all are probably saying like, but this is not easy. But I stop using the word but. See, y'all gotta understand what the words that you use control how your brain functions and how
But
you move.
I don't really use the word "but" in my house because I say anything after "but's" bullshit, or we don't say "I'm sorry" because I feel like sorry is a sorry ass. Like certain
No,
phrases
no,
we
no,
don't
that's wrong. That's
use.
totally wrong, sweetie. That's totally wrong. Don't say that.
What? Which one?
Sorry is acknowledging how you made somebody else
We
feel.
I think what she was
the
saying, but
concept I have is like I apologize. Like
yeah,
Oh,
that's what
okay,
I'm saying.
okay,
yeah,
So,
okay,
like not I'm sorry.
okay.
well,
I
and
get it.
here's the last thing though. Let me tell you,
Hmm.
this is something I learned a couple of years ago. And it made me come up with a quote, right? Which is, expectations are premeditated disappointments. Stop
Hmm.
expecting to respect you. Stop expecting people to acknowledge who you are and respect your space and your time.
Okay.
It's not a requirement unless you make it a requirement. Your space
Hmm.
and your time, it should be a privilege for anybody to get either one of those two. But I need you
I'm
to
gonna
learn
tell.
how to
I'm gonna
manage.
tell you stop going to that nail salon and find another nail salon. I'm gonna tell you that.
Oh no, I
Yeah,
did. I definitely did. I removed myself from the situation. Like I go to another city to go get it done. Like I try to refrain from the BS.
you just said the word try again. Didn't we tell you we don't use try over
Well,
here?
you right. You're right.
I try to refrain from no.
It ain't that
I try.
important to go to that nail salon. It's a bunch of nail salons. It's a whole lot of places you can be other than where you at right now. How many children do you have, if you don't mind me asking?
I have three altogether.
And all three of them live with you?
No, only two.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking, how old are they?
I have a 16-year-old, a 11-year-old, and one about to be seven. Thanksgiving.
So what's holding you back from moving to a totally different state?
Oh no, I'm in the process now. I'm moving next month, actually.
Okay, I was about to say you didn't have to say the state, but you plan on moving, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here's another thing. I'm gonna give you a diamond in the rough that most people don't know. I'm gonna help you to show you how to remove yourself from being so easily locatable. You ready?
Yes.
I need you to go to some of these websites, delete your personal information from these websites, because all it takes is one address to find you. I'm gonna show you how the credit bureaus and the bill collectors and all these people find you. I'll give you one website. If you go to that website right now, put your name and your state in there, the city and state in this website, I guarantee you're going to see everything pop up that you've never seen before that you didn't even know was out there. You ready? You ready to write this
Yeah.
down?
Yes.
This is the one site you start with. It is called True,
True.
TRUE, People
Mhm.
Search, TruePeopleSearch.com. Go put your name, city, and state in that site and see what comes up.
Okay.
You ever wonder how people find you to send you a bill?
Mhm.
That's one of the sites that they use. Go delete your
Thank you.
information site, and then you can start doing every other site from there.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And listen to that list that I gave you too, that I gave out earlier. That list.
Mhm.
Yeah. Listen to those songs. Allow yourself to have a moment of praise and worship. It's necessary. See, we got to learn how to block. We got to learn how to block certain types of energy from being able to access us. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Once we learn how to block those types of energy,
Mm-hmm.
it allows us to start healing. You know, the thing is, you know, you're still gonna have some trials and tribulations, but when you start blocking certain things, it kind of makes it easier for you to breathe and think and move differently in your life. You got so much to offer. You got children looking up to you, like my brother said. You got children looking up to you. They're just waiting to see your next move. And your next move has to be your best move, because if they've seen as much toxic activity as they have over the past few, however many months, weeks, years, or whatever, you got to change the narrative, and you have the ability to do that.
Okay.
We believe in you. We're here to help you, and we just want to see you be happy and get where you want to be.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have a great night.
Make sure you reach out to me now.
I sure will.
Stay blessed, love. All right.
You as well.
All right. If you ever need to talk to us, we're here for you. All right.
Okay. Have a great night.
All right. You too.
Deep.
Yeah, bro. I'm starting to feel like the whip. You see, and this is let me just say this. This is, you see, when we talk about how there's all these outlets for women and women get the right to talk and all of these things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna talk to my kings real quick. This is the reason why we don't have the kind of outlets that we need, because we don't take advantage of the outlets that we have.
Absolutely.
Majority of the people that called in tonight was females, because they take advantage of the opportunities that they have. They take advantage of the platforms that they have. They take advantage of the knowledge, and they seek it out, because that's how they move. So we cannot complain and say, oh, nobody listens to us, nobody wants to hear us, oh, we don't have nowhere to talk, we don't have nowhere to go, and, you know, we can't let our voices be heard.
But, you know, what I think that comes from, bro, is, and I'm going to say this looking in the camera, gentlemen, if me and my brother have not been transparent enough for y'all to understand it's okay to be transparent, to heal, you're going to continue to be toxic and bring unnecessary BS into our communities, man. Like, we up tonight. We've been up talking. I was trying to hang out with my brother tonight. You know what I'm saying? We done went past our own hangout time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, though. Like, dude, wherever you at, if you sitting in the living room, if you sitting in your car, if you sitting at home and you mad and you upset because you and your girl can't get along, if you're in a toxic situation and you just want to talk about it, guess what? How many of y'all could have signed on just like they did? We're not sitting here, you know, antagonizing anybody for having their screens blacked out. If you want your privacy, have your privacy. But guess what, though? We can't help you if you don't help yourself first. And then you not helping yourself and not allowing us to help you continues to damage our communities.
Like I said, man, we not taking advantage of the opportunities and the outlets that we have. Okay, I don't know if y'all in y'all bag. I don't know if it's egotistical. I don't know if y'all feel like, you know, oh, I ain't going up there and say nothing. But guess what? You only hurting yourself, because if your mind and you hurting your children as well, because you might think that you stable and all of this other stuff, but guess what? Until you address your own issues, Yeah. It ain't going. It's a domino effect. You feel me? So at the end of the day, we gotta take advantage of the platform that we have created for us. It's called King's Conversation. And how many dudes did we talk to tonight?
Oh God! But you know what? I do want to say
No, no,
something.
no. How many dudes did we talk to tonight?
I don't think one, two, no. Let it go. Did he count? Let Mr. Let.
No, 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 no. Let it go. Don't count.
So we talked,
The brother with the 26-year-old child, and who else?
and the other dude that was sitting in his car in the parking lot early on.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Two brothers.
Yeah,
Two
but
brothers.
you
And
know,
we talked to about 4 or 5 women.
I want to speak to the hype squad because I think y'all have respect for me now. Let me just say to y'all that
Don't
be
force it.
watching. This is the only thing I would say to the hype squad that I feel like if y'all could do this for me and my brother, it would be thoroughly appreciated. When these conversations kick off, yeah, we're gonna have fun. And the jokes do be funny. I'll be catching some of the jokes in the comments. But if you see that somebody's truly hurting, just listen for a second. Because some of these guys don't understand. They don't understand how to take criticism from not only a constructive way, but you don't know how often some of these people have been joked on or talked about outside of what we're doing here. So if you would just give us the grace of talking to these people and helping them through their traumatic experiences, we'd be good. Uh-oh, what you see, bro?
Somebody just booed you. Somebody just said
Uh-oh.
boo.
Uh-oh. Let me stop then.
Uh-oh, yeah.
Sorry, Hype Squad.
Like I said, man, um, I'm just saying, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh, we gotta really utilize the platforms because, like I said, I saw one of my therapists on here earlier. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And you know, we it's different. It's different. You see, like fellas, they the type of people that they ain't gonna join, but they gonna hit you up in the DM and shit like that. But they don't understand that this is you coming out and talking your truth or talking about your traumas out here in front of how many ever people. It gives you a sense of comfortability where it doesn't own you no more. It doesn't own you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? You don't have to hide anything because it doesn't decide who you are as a person anymore.
Yeah.
You understand? So at the end of the day, booing you, bro.
No, that's T, man.
So at the end,
They trying to
no, I seen about 4 more other people booing you, but it's all good. But yeah, we definitely have to utilize the space because we here and we speak based on our experiences and as much knowledge and intellect that we have. But we also want y'all. Some people need a conversation, and some people um needs professional help. You understand? So at the end of the day, we definitely gotta make sure that we not making it rough for people to come up here and talk. So I agree with Uncle Drew. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The jokes is funny, it's all good and all of that, but there's some people that really got in a bag and took the courage to really come out and speak on things that has affected them for majority of their lives. So you got to be real, have some type of compassion at times. Let
Yeah.
me add Cha Cha real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
Ah, I just sent the okay, there we go. Hello.
Why? Oh, 1 minute, they're calling me now.
Hello.
Oh, hiya.
What's up? How you
Sorry.
doing?
Grand rising. I was just talking to my son.
Okay,
Sorry.
cool. So, yeah, I want you to introduce yourself. Let them know what you do, who you are, and all that, and then we'll get into the conversation.
Oh, well, firstly, thanks for having me on here, King. And hi,
Hello, how you
Drew.
doing?
Thank you, Queen.
I'm Charlotte. I'm Charlotte from England, and I am it's a bit of a mouthful, but an integrative psychotherapeutic counsellor. So what I do is I'm a counsellor basically, but I do deep therapeutic work. So psycho is your mind and therapy is what I use to work with the mind. So listening to your shows, it's just so inspiring to hear my community come up and kind of just be authentic and honest, and you're just helping them. But I think our people, especially our men, we need therapy because especially in the UK, we don't talk enough. And I think a problem shared is a problem halved, and we need to break the cycles. So I'm always listening to your show, King. You're doing
Thank you.
amazing things. So much respect for you, so
Well,
much
you know, you
time.
helped me out too, so I appreciate you.
Thank you.
So yeah, she's a, she just told y'all what it is. What do you think about the show, and how can we get you involved as far as helping out the people that we need to help out? Because we definitely need some more professional feedback, and for these people to have somebody that they can reach out to that.
Well, I'll volunteer my services. If you have anybody on the show, like you just had a lady on, and she really touched me because, when you're talking, it triggers things from the past almost as if it happened yesterday. So for me, I'm just thinking she's gone home, she's ended this life, and she's got to deal with all those thoughts and feelings. So if you have anyone that wants to reach out to me, I'm from the UK, but we can do Skype, we can do Zoom, we can do phone call. There's so many ways we can touch base. There's no excuses in this era that we're in. So I can offer some counselling. People could just hit me up, talk to me. I have to have a contract because I can't just talk to anyone, because I need to know that, you're not going to go and do anything silly. And even though even though you guys are in America, I need to work safely.
Absolutely.
But for me, I'd love to be a part of your show, Major. I think we need that deeper psychological perspective. We just need a bit more. What's the aim of your show and what do you want to achieve? And maybe I could help you a little bit with that, just to get it a little bit more centered.
Absolutely.
And that people can get more from your show and use those things that they hear from your show in their lives. Maybe I could give a synopsis at the end.
Absolutely.
Because what that lady said, she talked about abuse, childhood abuse, and so many people are going to hear that, and things could be triggered for them that they didn't even realize happened to them, that it was trauma. So you're going to do so much for people.
Absolutely.
So there's so much that I could do.
Well, I appreciate you, man.
Started.
Thank you. I'm gonna what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna text you when I get out of here. When I get off of here, I'm gonna text you so that we could set up a schedule and a format on how we could do that and involve you in it. And I appreciate you for rendering your services for us. You know what I'm saying? Because
absolutely,
people.
I love my people.
There is good people in the world. There is good people in the world, okay? Don't think that the world is all terrible and everything. No. You see that? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that. You know what I'm saying? So we're all working together collectively as a collective unit, and we're gonna do what we gotta do to help people. And to the people who called in tonight, if you guys need to talk further, you can reach out to her, and let me tell you what it is. CHAR, that's twice. CHAR 29. Okay, twice. Char twice. Okay, char 29. The number 2 and 9. Okay? So I hope y'all got it. You know what I'm saying? So let me, as a matter of fact, let me pin it real quick because people are afraid of reading nowadays and stuff like that. And
afraid of reading.
Thank you for that, King. I really appreciate that. Thank
absolutely.
You. And if you guys reach out, I find that quite courageous because it's scary talking to someone. It's scary talking to a stranger. It's scary opening up. But I'm here for y'all. I love my people, and my job is for my people.
Absolutely. I mean, and people be considerate as well. Be considerate. She definitely lives in the UK. There's definitely a time.
Rush me, man. No, rush me DMs. We need that.
It's a time difference as well. So, you guys got to take it easy. You know what I mean? So,
I know.
Yeah, that's what it is.
6:30 over here in the morning.
6:30 in the morning right now? Wow.
Yeah.
You know I'm going to be in the UK in February, right?
Oh, when? That's my birthday.
Really?
When?
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. I'm doing a UK tour, so I'm gonna probably be in Birmingham. I'm definitely gonna be in UK and some other places. So, yeah, definitely. So
well, you make sure you hit me up.
Yeah, I'll definitely link you.
I'm your number one
I'll definitely link you in a minute. All right. I appreciate you. Thank you. Much blessings. Okay.
Yes, thank you very much.
Take care, Drew. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's
so yeah, you see, we doing work, man. We doing work. We doing work.
Yeah, bro. And I got an idea too, man. That I got to run past you. I figured So you want a link today?
What's today? Today's Wednesday. So yeah, I don't do nothing on Wednesday. We good. We're gonna link up today later on.
So you can get off get the foot off my neck.
Yeah, we need to get you a microphone and some headphones ASAP, bro. Because I don't know what the hell, bro. You was talking earlier to the lady, and you kept on tripping in and out. You chipping in and out.
Now you know what it is. The new iPhones, like if you hold it a certain way, it'll do something. It does something strange. Like it was doing that with the 10, but now it really does it with like the 13. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no on that one, bro.
For real. But
I'm gonna go with no on that one because mine don't do that.
If I set mine on my computer, I'm telling you, bro, I had to get on my boys all the time. I'd be like, "Yo, why is your phone?" It's okay. Look, they talking about upgrade trash.
Yeah, they saying the upgrade is doo-doo.
It is.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Much blessings to everybody. It's after 2:00 in the morning. We usually finish at like 12. I was supposed to be in the cigar lounge right now, chilling.
I know, Dog. I was ready.
But I feel like the people needed us more than we needed to be in the cigar lounge. So it's all good. I appreciate everybody for calling in. Thank y'all. God bless y'all for being here. Hold on. Somebody, I just seen somebody say add. Hold on, let me see who that is real quick.
Oh, that was another therapist, I believe.
Hello.
What's going on, Naja?
Oh, I am up. I had a nap. You guys got me on this.
Oh, you up now? Okay.
You guys really got me on the late night. I just wanted to give big up and express homage to you, Major, for just being as supportive as you've been. I never would come on live. I just will sit in, but it was very touching and inspirational tonight just to hear how so many people are willing to step up and open up about what it is that they're feeling.
Absolutely.
Brothers, you'd be surprised how many brothers that I sit in session with who are really like starting to open up and talk about some things that have kind of destroyed them early on in life. And we as women, we don't know how to identify with them because we think it's us personal, that it's something that we've really done, but no, it's like a generational curse that haven't been broken. And it's a generational curse, you know, and I want to be as supportive as I can to many, you know.
Absolutely.
My truth in life, you know. I was just and I was just going. You had me really going in the comments. And I just wanted to express that to many, that we look at some people and we think that they have so much more than us, or they're doing so much more better than us, when they're really not. Because let me tell you how the devil does deliver.
Oh, yeah.
Deliver Rolls Royces, bank accounts, all of those things.
Pretty women, all of that. Pretty handsome dudes, all of that.
Just to do his dirty work, you know. You know, why me, God? Why are you taking away from me? Why does this person have this and I don't? Because you believe in me and you believe in the person.
Exactly. You're absolutely right. I appreciate that talk.
Yeah. And for everything that happens in life, there's the test, there's the lesson, and then there's the blessing. I just want to just be as encouraging as I possibly can, and to let people know that, you know, I will be willing to be supportive and help as many as I can. That's my purpose in life. That's my mission.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know? I appreciate you too, man. I appreciate you. We need all the hands on that we could get, because let me tell you something. We taking this to a different level. You know what I mean? It's starting right here, but it's about to go somewhere where, you know, God is just guiding us in that direction, and that's what it is. You know,
we keep saying, you know, why me? We all have a purpose in life. We have to start learning to live in our purpose. Stay those people, places, and things that are just no good for us. You know, we know what they are before anyone knows, but we're just so set in our own way to believe that people do change. They're going to change. Oh, you know, she abusing me. He's abusing me. Oh, they're going to get better. They told me they love me. Well, you can't love. Don't love yourself. And part of loving yourself is identifying and addressing those things that hurt you early on. And being as transparent as I possibly can, because I lived and hid behind my work for many, many years. It took both of my parents 23 years ago to pass away 6 months apart for me to really believe. I was saying that I'm a believer, but I didn't believe until I was put to the test. And where Drew's coming from, I'm the youngest of 9. I'm the charge. So when I tell people, oh, I'm 50, they're like, no, you're bullshit. I'm like, no, I really am. You know, I'm so grateful that I may not look like nothing of what I've been through in life. Young mother, young wife. Now looking at my children and seeing that they're grown, 23 and 33, you know, that's a privilege.
Absolutely.
I don't complain. Yeah, my knees hurt, my back hurt, all those 50-year-olds that I don't know. I can't drop and give them 50 for nothing to save my life. If it came with a bag of everything, I'm going to lose. So
you know what they say though, black don't crack, so it's all right.
Listen, my knees are cracking. I'm looking at a knee replacement. I don't know about the next person. So listen, I don't know. That pretty nudge isn't be in pain though, you know. So, you know, I just wanted to be able to give some laughter, give some hope.
Absolutely.
I've made my page back private because UNT, y'all will never. That's all I'm going to say. I apologize to any and everyone.
What happened? They flocked your page?
Whew. You know that's it.
I already know. I know your DMs was crazy the other night, right?
I felt so violated. I felt so violated. I'm serious. It was. I felt so violated. That's all.
So you got to tell me what happened. What happened?
You don't even want. If you saw what Maja went through a few nights ago, some of the things that were said to him that left us all in fright night.
That's what they were saying to you.
What?
Oh my gosh!
I just
you saw that screenshot, right? Everybody's face was like,
I needed Dua and Hail Mary. I was too outdone. But again, when
oh
people
my God, you ain't. I hope you ain't getting no penis pics and all of that, right? Oh my gosh.
I put it this way, I got more than penis pics. I got some vaginal pics also. I was out there. Told me that was my day. That was not my day. Tonight must
It's
be.
like, look, assorted flavors over here, right? This is Baskin and Robin, 31 flavors. What you need? You need a shaved one, you need a fat one, you need a deep one, a shallow one. You got a long one over here, you got a skinny one, you got a bent one. What you need?
Yeah. And like never considered coming in on a threesome. It was all kinds of stuff that was
Threesome?
said. Wild people.
Oh, they was inviting y'all. They was inviting you on a threesome too.
I'm
okay,
like,
no wonder.
No, my wife. You got the wrong person. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So I'm just I'm gonna stick to Tuesday nights, maybe.
Oh my God, it's thirsty. Oh my gosh, they thirsty over here. Oh my God.
Oh, look at that.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem. That's why, things got sour, because people want to be jumping in the DMs and all that other stupidness. Oh man.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We're gonna purge it out. We're gonna purge it out.
Private page, you punish me. And then when I opened it up, I'm like, I spent like 3 hours trying to clean my page up so that I didn't have to delete it. But it all worked out. But going back to where we were on a positive vibe with, wanting aid and assist, like, I'm there. I promise
Absolutely.
you. Like it's priceless. Like you can't put a price on sanity.
Absolutely.
You can't entertain insanity.
Yeah,
absolutely. Well, our focus and our goal that me and Drew is going to be doing is we're doing some documentaries, a docu-series, and we also going to be doing some regular series as well. So that's where we're going with it. So
yeah,
a lot of people, we're going to be taking their stories and we're going to let them tell it. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to put it out there, and we're going to have reenactments, all of that stuff. So we doing a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? We're doing a lot of work over here. So that's what we're doing. So any way that you can help, trust me, just hit me up. We'll talk.
Yeah,
and
I'm with it. I'm forward. I'm supportive. And you got to get to it. And I wasn't given these opportunities in life just to waste them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you. Send me a message, and we'll exchange information, and we could talk about how we're going to do this and what we're going to do it. You know what I mean?
Okay. No problem.
Absolutely. All right. Be prepared. You just gained about 15 more dicks and then some vaginas tonight. All right.
It's on private, so
it don't matter. They can still send you messages.
All right, guys. Good night.
All right. Take care.
I missed that. I missed that, bro.
Oh man, they was bugging, man. Monday, mature Monday was nothing. It was nothing mature about it. It was out of control. It was out of control.
Dang, I missed it.
It was out of control.
Wow. Yeah, I got an idea too, man. I want you to think about the
Wait, I'm gonna cover up my chest. Got me look like dominatrix right now. Hold on. Sorry.
You was doing the FTF just now. That's what happened.
I was done with it. I was thinking about it, but I said nah.
Who you was
but
doing
I am
FTF
in the mood. I am in the mood for it.
Who? That's great.
Listen, I got Shamara.
That's
all right,
crazy.
I got a situation. I was trying to call you, and I realized you was on live. And it's a dilemma we're having because your function is at such and such, the 10th. So Shamara asked me to ask you, can she also spend the night by you? And I thought about it. And I'm like, Shamara, my god sister that work in television.
Oh, sure, she can.
My sister, Manure, you're not gonna.
Of course she can. I got a guest room. She's good. Of course.
Yo.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
She was like, find out if I could spend the night tomorrow by him
Of
for the
course.
weekend. And I thought about it. I'm like, first I said, I don't think he would mind. But then I thought about it. I'm going to say, Shamara, have a piece about the panar. No, sir.
What that mean?
Uh-oh.
Well,
we're grown adults here. Like, we don't, you think everybody's just lusting? If she wants a place to rest her head, she can do that. I mean, we're grown. Do you think this is high school that everybody's just looking to just bang everybody? Come on now. Grow up, Tamara. Grow up.
We're trying to book our tickets. So I'm going to call her in the morning and tell her to book the tickets. But boy, may I tell him, I don't know enough. My vibe.
Y'all too funny. T, where you been at? T.
I was this is the truth. It's the truth.
Black Road.
I mean, I was conversing. But I'm going through my womanhood.
Look at Major shaking his
Yeah, I mean, Polo.
No, my back was hurting though. I had back pain tonight. Mm-hmm.
Black Road?
No, actually, it's my womanhood. So I usually get back pain whenever my womanhood come around. Mm-hmm.
I just heard.
Hey, look, tell Shamara she good. You know what I'm saying? The room is there. You know, if she if she want to come and have a good time, come to the party. You know, she could get some rest while she's here. Nobody's gonna bother her. You know, she's in good hands like Allstate. You know what I mean?
I'm a sister-in-law.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Tell her to come on down. The lady in the black dress. Come on down.
Why, man?
It's a whole fucking mess, yo. She was on the phone earlier with me. We were on FaceTime. And she had to get Black Robe on FaceTime. So she wanted to, interview him, the process. Because she's like, what's this about? So she called him up on FaceTime. So we were all, that's why I missed it, because we were on FaceTime together.
Oh, you and Black Robe was on FaceTime together.
My sister Shamara, and she wanted to interview Black Robe.
Why?
Mm-hmm. She just wanted to know what's that about? What Mm-hmm.
What's what
so
about?
basically, she's trying to figure out what's going on between y'all two.
Pretty much like what you're asking.
Mm-hmm.
So she interviewed him.
So what is going on with y'all? What's going on? Because I mean in order for somebody to interview somebody about something, it has to be progression.
Here he go dissecting. He always dissecting.
Because you said y'all was friends, but now you got people interviewing him. So where's that coming from?
Well, she feels. She called me and she was like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm speaking to my friend on the phone." And she was like, "Speaking of that, I would like to speak to him too." And she was like, so we just all had a 3-way FaceTime conversation. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me Bolo, come on down.
Why are you like this? You're terrible.
So
he's
trying to get a promotion, basically.
It doesn't sound that way. It sounds like he got the promotion, and the other co-workers want to know why he got the promotion. That's what it sounds like to me. So they started inquiring. Look, we got to find out what the fuck he did to get this promotion.
She just wanted to because she knows that she's my sister, and she wants to make sure that I'm, nobody not come for use and all them things. So she wanted to question and find out what is his, motive. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
And she's saying, It was a decent conversation.
Hot and heavy, come on down.
I cannot stand you.
Check her out. She's coming down the steps right now in her lingerie. Who's that walking behind her with the Versace black robe? Hot, heavy, and hungry and healing. AKA Yami Bolo.
Shut up. Why you can't change? Why you can't be better, Major? Why you gotta be so...
I try not to. I try not to.
I noticed that. I noticed.
Yeah, I try my best not to switch, you know.
Look, we don't need him to change. We need that. The world needs that.
I'm trying my best not to grow. You know.
And we noticed that. We all noticed he'll never grow.
Hey, look, T, look, y'all still ain't seen that side of me yet. I've been on my spiritual and
I noticed that you're very positive, and that's a wonderful thing.
I can get up a notch when I need to.
That's wonderful. But I feel you give me you was a nerd in high school.
Who, me?
Just want to know.
She's trying to
You're
come
like
for
a
you.
good guy.
No, I wasn't. I was very, very sneaky in high school.
You could give me that too. You give me that a little bit. Like you would put on the charm, but you're just sneaky with it.
Drew was a creep. Come on down. There he is. Finally settled down. He found his queen. But he used to dig out ladies' spleen. There he is. His name is Drew. They call him Uncle Drew now. Come on down.
You're so terrible. You're so terrible. So terrible.
Hey, he was waiting on that one too. D, don't say nothing, D. You know what I'm saying? Look, you see she been quiet, right?
Is she? Oh, she over there? She there?
Yeah.
I don't know. I ain't hear the hookah bubbling in the back, so I
don't know. She came and took it from me. She said it's too loud in the live.
All I heard was, what the hell is that in the background?
So you had a great night tonight. I missed it, most of it, because
it was very touching. It was very emotional. It was emotional. It was. Hold on, let me add this young lady. She was asking me to add her earlier. I'm sorry.
Nah, that's cool.
See if she picks up. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you guys?
I'm okay. How are you? You driving?
Yes. Doing a delivery. I just wanted to say, you guys are doing so good, having the open platform, and we need more guys on here on your days, but maybe you have another day for people who have problems. I grew up with no family in America, like my mom, and I never met my mom or my dad. I grew up in foster care. So I don't have siblings. I mean, I found out I have siblings through paperwork, but I never met them. So everyone's life is harder. And I tell my husband's Jamaican, and he tells me in Jamaica and Haiti, like everywhere else, and you see they have worse problems, And even in Afghanistan, anywhere they had bad water. There's people who step on mines. Like, it's worse, So you can always make
Is that where you from?
out of nothing. I'm in Miami.
Is that where you from?
Yeah.
You from Afghanistan?
No, I'm from Miami.
Oh, okay.
But I never met my mom or my dad. I grew up in the system. So I've been abused, I've been raped, I've been everything. And I grew up on the streets, and I don't have any family. I have 2 daughters. But I'm engaged to my first daughter's dad, which he's Jamaican. He would tell me, I was like, I was in the streets. He's like, so I was in Jamaica, I had life hard, So you never know.
Not
and I was
so.
third world countries, they have it worse. So we're in America, and yeah, we have family problems and issues. You don't like your family, or your family's not there for you. But think about kids who don't have water or food, or struggling every day. You know, I have people hit me on Instagram, can you buy me a bag of rice? And a rice
Wow.
will last me for days. So I tell my
Mm-hmm.
daughters that when I can't buy McDonald's or something for them, I'm like, there's kids who just want rice, clean water, right? Like they don't have that. So we
Uh-huh.
have to appreciate that. But you and Drew are doing so good, you know. And then yeah, we do need more men on here. And you and Tamara do the couples dating, and you are reaching out to so many people, and it's very important, you know.
Thank
But
you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank
but
you.
we all
Well, we
have to.
appreciate you. I'm glad that you're striving through your
Yes.
unfortunate situations that you dealt with in life.
I mean,
You
I'm
know what I mean?
33 now, so like, I never met my mom. I never met my dad. I had no siblings. Like, I'm out here on my own, and it's hard. But I always think it's someone worse, you know. And my husband tells me
Yeah.
when I was in Jamaica, you know, and I was going through. He's like, I had to survive, and I have friends from Haiti, and I have friends from everywhere. I'm in Miami, so we have little Haitians. I have Cuban friends, and they have
Mm-hmm.
it way worse than we have it. You think that we have
Yeah.
it worse, but we have opportunity, you know. Like
Absolutely.
Hmm.
we
That's the
do here.
difference.
But we do need someone to talk to. Like we all need someone to talk to, and
Well, that's what
you
we
guys are
doing. We
doing that
creating this. We created this platform so that just for that reason. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Yeah.
So
And
today
and
was men's night. Maybe you have another night for people who just have problems or something like that. That's what
yeah,
I was
today's men's
talking.
night, but men don't call in as much, so it's not really men's night, to be honest.
It's a mix of men.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. That's why I'm going back to school for psychology because I was a biology major. But I'm like, yeah, we do need psychology. You do need someone to talk to. We all need help. You know, and the girl was talking about her
absolutely,
family and how they don't care. And I look at it like, you know, your family. I never even met my family. I don't know my mom or my dad. I'm 33. You know, my mom never came looking for me. She left me. I don't even
wow.
know what it looks like. I have no blood. And I live with my kids alone. So sometimes it's like, damn, if I don't pay the bills or I don't do anything, I'm delivering food right now. Like, just to make money and keep everything going. But you
Wow.
never know. Someone's situation is always worse than you.
Worse.
It keeps it
God
going.
bless you though.
We're in
Yeah,
America though,
That's
right?
crazy.
Like they come
Yeah.
here, Haitians come here, even oh, go to New York or go to Miami. Someone always has it worse than we do, and that's all I just wanted to say. But I
Well, just
appreciate
by
you
by
guys.
you sharing this information, you're uplifting someone. You're a beacon of hope because you went through so much, and for you to be able to still go, look at you. You're showing the world. You're living proof, and that's a miracle that you're living proof. You didn't have a mother, father, and you are still making it through life, working at the moment.
It's
So
sad. Like
that's
if I
strength.
were to crash and die right now, I have no one to bury me, you know, and that hits me every day. Like I have no one. I'm like, who's gonna come to my funeral? I have no family. I have friends, but I have no family.
Hey,
And
can I say one?
and not have no family, no one knows what that's like. But then I have friends who have family and they treat them bad, like the girl who was here before. And gosh, I'm lucky I have no family. It's
Can I say one thing to you?
yes.
When are y'all planning on getting married?
When he comes out of jail.
Okay. Can I? Okay, so let me say something to you, and I promise you, I don't mean no harm with what I'm about to say. Okay. Please pray and consult with God before you make your final decision. This is not to say I don't know him, anything like that, but I feel like what you need is somebody that is going to cover you and protect you at a huge level.
Yeah. My
I
husband
don't.
is smart though. He's a book writer. The situation he is unfortunate. We've been broken up for 13 years and we just got back together. My daughter's 13. We got back
Oh
together like a year
wow.
or two ago. And he's in jail. He probably has like another year to go. But
Okay.
he
Okay.
writes books. He's a very business, you know, and he grew up in Jamaica. His mother is a beautiful woman, Jamaican woman, and they're there now. But I just don't have that situation like everyone else. And I try to tell people that, you know, it's if I become homeless, I have nowhere to go. I have an auntie, no uncle, you know, to know anyone or where I come from. I could walk by my mother today and not know who she is. I don't know what she looks like. My father. I have siblings, but I don't know them. I don't even know their names to find them, you know. And I just live every day and I just try to prosper and be a better person. Just, you know, you all have everything we think is horrible. We all have our pains. Oh, your parents treat you bad, or your husbands leave you, your baby daddies, everything. Everything is horrible, but there's people going through worse.
Yeah.
You think about those countries, those kids wanting clean water, and I try to tell my kids that, like, it's always something, you know, worse going on. So we're very fortunate, but we need more people on here, and what you guys are doing is awesome. We need more guys, but I think you should have a day for people to talk about their problems, you know, and want help, and you know.
Okay, and we can do that. Like, you're on here right now, and what I'm hearing is, and this
That's
is
what
why
today turned into, actually.
no,
We
but
have more
I'm
women.
glad that you're on here, because while you're on here, I want to see what I can do to give you some help from my perspective, right? And the only thing I'm saying is, again, I'm not trying to discredit your situation, but the first thing that caught me was you have navigated through this thing called life by yourself with the help of strangers. And there's a void that's been left, and you're filling this void with somebody that, and I'm trying to say this without it sounding like a place of judgment, right? But if their choices have already put them in a position where they're away from you, I need you to look at that, because as somebody that needs a solid, you need a foundation that is completely solid, right? And I'll use myself for an example, or I'll use Major for an example. The choices we make every day will not allow us to be away from our families.
Yes.
You understand
I
what I'm
got
saying?
with him, and I went through relationships. I live in Miami, so I've been through, you know, with guys, and it's like, I know where his head is. He's in an unfortunate situation with the women that he dealt with, and there's some crazy island women, but it's not that I'm filling a void. I understand exactly what you're saying. A lot of psychology.
Hold on, wait. I want to get in your business a little bit, because you just opened the door, and I'm peeking in. So I just want to, just a little bit. You said that he made some decisions, and there's some crazy island women out here. What's the situation? What happened? Just give me a little.
He's in jail. We've got sentence. We paid the lawyer and did everything, but he was dealing between two women. I guess we haven't talked in years. Like,
He was doing what between two women?
I guess he was going back and forth between two women, and supposedly one got shot, or one shot one, or he was in the car with the girl. I don't know what happened.
Hold on, we're not hearing you. Your phone is.
The lawyer told me, I don't know, the girls were having problems, and he's in jail for attempted murder. We already got sentenced. He has like a year left to go.
Wait. He was dealing with two women. He was in the car with one, and the other one shot the one that he was in the car with?
No, the one he was in the car with shot the other one.
Oh. Right, that's what I said. Yeah.
He has an attempted murder. Yeah.
How? If he didn't
in the state of Florida.
They both went to jail, and one got out. He doesn't believe she's
now Tamara acting like she a lawyer.
No, I just know that in Florida, when you're around somebody.
Yes, we're in Florida, but he has his daughter. He's very good with her. He's very smart. He has multiple business and books that is coming out.
So did he shoot the girl, or the girl shot the girl?
I guess the girl he was with shot the girl.
So how did he get charged with attempted murder?
That's how Florida charged you.
They both went to jail, and I guess she might have said he did it, or so-and-so did it. I wasn't around. He hasn't been around.
I don't know what Tamara's telling me.
No, I know.
I don't know what Judge Judy is telling me right now.
Listen to me, Major. Listen to what I'm saying. A friend of mine's right now in Florida. Her child was in they were in a car, and one shot one. The son didn't shoot.
I'm just kind of done with a friend of mine stories. But what Drew was
saying is, like, I'm not.
Y'all got too many friend of mine stories.
You know who this person is.
You got too many friend of mine stories. That's what I'm gonna tell you right now.
But in the state of Florida, if you're around someone and that person shoots, whomever, both is going to prison. You can all go to and Atlanta. They have that in Atlanta too.
It's in the country that is called accessory to murder. or accessory to robbery or accessory to endangerment, all of that. It's called accessory. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm
we fight
saying
about it all
is,
the time. I don't even know all the things.
So did he
about
get
it.
charged for any? Did he shoot? Did he have residue? Did the judge? Did they tell you anything like that?
I don't know. We settled out of court. We spend a lot of money, you know, and I
How
suffered
many years he
pain
got?
I,
putting
How many
I just
money
years?
on
wanted to
his
know. I just
case.
wanted to know. I didn't really want to get deep into the story. I just wanted to know what happened because,
Yeah.
you know,
He got sentenced 8 years. He's waiting. He's been in there 6 already. I
Oh.
just
okay.
got back with him the last year. He proposed to me on there. So it's not
Okay,
like I'm
but
putting up
listen what I'm
void.
saying to you, sweetie. Listen what I'm saying to you, okay? I've been a street dude for a long time on a long period of my life. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know y'all situation. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's not real. I don't. But what I can tell you is because I'm gonna tell you this because I am a father of a daughter. I am a brother to a sister, and I am a son to a mother, right? And I'm gonna tell you this. When people are in jail, they hit you with all the good talk. I know a dude that was in jail. I know a dude that was in jail. He was talking that same talk to a girl that I know. Oh, when I come out, I'm gonna marry you. I love you. I can't wait. Why don't you marry me now while I'm in jail? Blah blah blah. No, I'm gonna wait till you come out. As soon as he came out, that was end of story.
Exactly. Yes, yes. I talk
Okay,
to him
so
about that all the time. Yes.
yeah, so
He's
I'm just going
studying.
to,
He's
like I said,
turning
I don't
40.
know him, so I can't judge him and say he full of shit. I can't do that
Yeah.
because that'll be out of place. I'll be out of place for that. But what I am going to tell you is, like Brother Drew told you, pray on it before you make your last final decision.
I agree.
Because
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, we haven't got married yet, but he's in there and he's very smart, you know, and his daughter's very smart. I'm his mother. I talk to her a lot. She's a nurse. She's from Jamaica. But my point being was he would always tell me how his life was worse. And I tell him, I have no family. I don't know anyone. When
Listen,
I'm on the streets, I have no one to go to. I can
And
knock
that's
on
her. Y'all
anyone's
got to. You know
door
what it
I'm
for
is,
just
Drew?
I'm
water.
just gonna say this, right? Let me just
If
say this
my
real
car
quick.
breaks down, I have no one to call to help. So
And my co-host that is on here, just tell me if y'all agree or not. I'm just gonna put it out there. Fuck it. Fuck
I'm
all the
gonna
sugar.
follow suit. Go ahead.
Fuck all the sugar coating shit now. Fuck that. I want you to reevaluate the situation of why he's even in jail.
Yes.
That's number one. He was fucking with 2 women, and
oh,
one
that's why we
shot
broke
the
up.
other.
Yeah.
So let's just start there.
Yeah.
Baby, can you make me a cup of coffee? This is gonna be a
That's why
long
we broke up in the first place. He cheated on me when I was pregnant. That was 13 years ago. My daughter's 13 now. But I know
Listen,
I've dealt with a lot of thugs and gangsters, and I
hold
know
on.
when it's real. Even if it doesn't work out between us,
Let me just
it's
say
not
one
bad.
thing. Let me say one thing.
I know.
So pretty much, you are reverting back to it's a codependence thing. He's something that you're
Yes.
familiar with. He's somebody that you've been with. You don't have any family, and he's the closest to family because he's the longest person you know regarding closeness. That's your daughter, your baby daddy.
Yeah, I
But
guess.
I'm
But
gonna.
we went 10 years without talking,
But
so it wasn't bad.
he still plays the position of somebody you know for a period of time.
Yes,
And
that's true.
he's significant in that way because he's the father of your child.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm gonna say is that it's no judgment, and it's not for you to feel bad because that's not my goal to do that to you. But sometimes we as women, we have a tendency of going back to what's familiar to us.
Of course.
And what you're doing, even though the red flags is right there in your face. And like I said, this is not a judgment thing. I don't want you to get off this phone and feel bad. Hell no, we don't want you to do that. Because right now you're working in the middle of the night and it feels, I don't want you to feel bad. And I don't want you to lose on a friendship with him because he's your closest friend right now. But the honest opinion that I have to give you is, baby girl, you're going in circle, and that's a bad decision.
Yes. Okay. And before you speak, let me go ahead and tell you what I keep hearing on top of what T just told you and what Major just told you. I'm gonna give you a visual. What I see is you walking through a field, an open field with a shovel, digging a hole to
For
put yourself
myself.
in. And I'm just being as transparent and honest as I can. And what I don't want you to do, this is why I told you initially to pray before you make this move, is to have to get on this platform or another platform later or speaking in front of a therapist to repeat everything you just did tonight. Because you're trying to save yourself from being completely buried and dead in trauma.
I mean, I've been through therapy all my life, so I know, you know, when you can do that and be dependent and stuff. And I felt like when me and him went through it, he cheated on me one time, and I had another child on him. And we had that animosity, so he has that against me. He cheated on me, and I ended up having a baby with someone I knew before him, you know, when I was younger. But the whole thing that I came on to say was, you know, it's not even about that. Of course, if I am or not, I don't think that I have a dependency. I used to look for men. I've been beaten. I've had a weed eater put to my face. I've had my eyes swollen and beaten. And I used to be a dancer and everything. And I stopped that. My daughters got older. They're 12 and 13 now.
Okay,
and
let me chime in again real quick.
You know, and the island, by him being an island man and his mom, they teach them different.
No, listen. Listen, hold on, T. I gotta jump in because you gotta understand something. I can't let you continue to do this. I'm sorry.
No, she's not gonna stop though. That's the thing, Drew. It's because she's right now.
I know. No, the only thing I was gonna say, T, is this right here. You're saying he's an island guy and this and that. I'm American. I'm an African American male. And I get respect from all nationalities because I bust my ass and I go to work.
Oh no, and he does too. He's just in this situation because
I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. Let me just finish real quick. Stop accepting lesser than the value of who you are. Stop that. Yeah. You jumped on here. You opened yourself up to us, and we're gonna fix this shit.
Yeah,
stop
of course.
That. Listen
and it's not that I open myself up because I don't have to be with him. I could be out here dating all types of guys.
I know, but listen to me. Listen to me. I'm trying to help you. You want help tonight, right?
Yes, I understand exactly what you're saying.
Listen, but you mentioned my question. Do you want help tonight? Is my question.
Yes, of course. I always want help. But
not when it comes to her baby father.
It's not about that situation. I of course need help. I want to go back to school for, you know, to be a psychiatrist and psychology. I've been through therapy. I understand what dependency is. And of course I've made bad decisions. That's what I'm saying. I had a guy put a weed to my face and beat me. I was in a 7-year relationship. He hates when I talk about it.
Why are you accepting
I had nothing to worry about.
Somebody on the comments just said, I propose from jail all the time.
But I'm working right now, and it's not even about him. It's about me and my kids. You know? I have 2 daughters, so that's what it's about.
But that's what we're saying. Like,
what I'm saying is, if I die right now, I have no one to bury me. My kids have nothing, and I'm just.
But why are you saying that?
No.
Why are you saying that? Why are you saying that?
I stay proposed.
It's her identity.
To be in, I don't have to look for relationships and love. You understand? I know he's a good man. He might be in that situation that he's in, but he's a good man. It is not just because he's an island man.
I'm a good man, but Major's a good man. There's a lot of good men out here, but the choices that good men make don't lead them
Drew, you getting frustrated. Relax, bro. You getting frustrated. I'm getting frustrated too, but like I told you, when I get frustrated, I shut down. I don't, you know.
Drew, you gotta understand. Sweetie, what's your name? What's your name, Sweetie?
Drew is done. He's had it.
What's your name, Sweetie?
Veronica.
I told you it's your. All right, the way you speak and the way you express everything, it's your identity language. So you're just speaking on what identifies with you. Huh?
Yes. No,
so when you say I am this and I've been going through this, it's just how you express who you are and show who you are. And the thing is this, it's fine. It's okay. But what I'm going to say to you is that you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot of pain. You've been through a lot of hurt. You repeat it. We hear it. What I need for you to do is just understand that your situation and the choices that you're making, the choice that you make regarding the guy And I understand he's familiar. We're not here to make you come off this live and feel like your life is worse.
But it's not about the
make
guy.
You feel
I'm
bad.
saying in general about
Have you been
living and not
listening?
having a family
Yes,
and being
I
born
listen.
here
Yeah,
and not
no, that
having
part I
anything.
understand.
What's your name? What's your name, sweetie? What's your name, young lady? Hello?
Oh, Veronica is my name, Veronica.
Okay. This is my sister.
Miami.
Listen, this is my sister D, right? She's a life coach, and she was that's also Drew's wife. Okay. So I want you to just hear her out. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody else to talk. I don't need no mm-hms. I don't need none of that. Just let her and D talk real quick. I'm muting my microphone. And somebody is calling her to tell her to get off of there. That's what's going on with her phone right now. Okay, go ahead.
So I was listening and I agree, right, with many things. The one thing that I would say I agree to is that when we're hurting, and I'm speaking from a place where I understand what you're saying. when you're hurting and you've been through things, right? And you feel like you don't have anyone. And the only thing that you can remember is this person that you had a child with, right? But that person is incarcerated because he pretty much was doing the same thing that he did on you. So he was involved with 2 women, which means that cycle was still going on. He didn't learn from when he cheated on you. He chose to put himself in a position between 2 women and looked like one was crazy because she wanted to kill. Right? So he put himself in a situation, which is a cycle that looked like he's repeating that cycle. You haven't spoken to him in 10 years, so you really don't know how many times he had continued this cycle, right? But now he's in need, and you have a child from him, so it's a place of being familiar.
But he's not in need. He takes care of me. That's what I don't want people to understand. He spends money on me. He makes money. He writes books. He's very smart. I chose to be back with him because I didn't know. I was 18. I'm 33 now. I was 18. He cheated on me one time and I left. And I never gave him the chance.
That you know
He
of.
was always my love.
He cheated on you one time that you know of.
Right.
Yes, that I know of.
So only thing I'm going to say, because, you have your mind pretty much made up, and I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm not trying to change your mind. He just asked my opinion. My opinion is I would wait till this person get out and see what they do. But in the meantime, I would continue to live my life and do me.
Oh, yes.
I just believe that sometimes we put ourselves in situations that end up falling short at the end because we're vulnerable.
Yes.
You're in a vulnerable state. You said he takes care of me. That's because you feel like I have no one. This person has come to my rescue. Even though he's incarcerated, he did me wrong. He's in there because of his own actions. And so I'm in need. And being that I am in need, I'm trusting that he's going to have my back because I'm holding him down now because he's incarcerated.
Yes, I don't depend on it, but yes, of course.
My question
have my back emotionally,
right?
Not financially.
Okay, so within the 10 years, it took him 10 years to reach out, but he had to be in a place of need in order to reach out. So, like, these are all the things that you really need to think about for yourself, is what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Because when we're vulnerable and someone is giving us some form of love, what we consider being love, right? So even though he's locked down, you feel like, I know him. We have a child together. And so we have something in common that we can relate to, right? but doesn't mean necessarily that's something that's healthy and good for us, right?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Right. So at the end of the day, you know, that's just something that maybe you really need to think about for yourself, right?
Yeah.
And why you're making that choice and why you're choosing that person. Like you said, I can have anybody I want to that's not incarcerated, but you choose to go back to a place of familiarity, right?
That could be true. Yes.
All right, Tamara, we back.
But my thing is just the whole reason and purpose is me saying that here you think your life is worse, and whatever's going on, it's always someone doing worse, you know. And he would tell me when I grew up in Jamaica, I have Haitian friends and everyone, and yes, we
You
do
keep
need this
saying that.
mental and psychology
That's what
help.
You
you're
keep
trying
saying
to
that. I don't know
compromise
why.
Here,
with.
and that's why I said you should have a day just for this,
You
just
Keep
for
saying
people
that.
to
He
come
grew up
on
in
yeah,
and
Jamaica
yeah,
and
because
water. And
the
you keep
justification.
hearing the same thing over
Yeah,
and over. What does that
it's
have to do with a man's character?
yeah,
That's what she's familiar with.
People have
yeah,
it a lot worse than we do.
right.
That's all I'm
But what
saying.
does
They
that
have
have
a
to
lot
do
worse.
with his character? You're telling me about how he grew up and kids need water and all of that.
Yeah.
But what does that have to do with his characteristics,
Oh,
his
I'm not talking
values?
about him. I'm just saying that people always have it worse. His character is
All right.
very
So
good.
my question to you is this: just because people have it worse, that means you should settle for what you're in, or you
Oh
can do
no,
better for
no,
yourself?
no, definitely not. No, definitely not. But I just keep going every day, and I try to whatever you give out is what you're gonna get back. So I'm good to people, even if I don't have family or someone else to say. I let other people live with me. I pay my
Okay.
light bill. I have a girl living with me. You think she helped? No, she has
All right.
thousands of
So let me
dollars.
just address this. Let me just address this comment real quick. It says, "Wow, it's mind-boggling how men can manipulate the F out of these women." Now, I'm going to say this. Manipulation is one thing, right?
She's choosing.
This is choice.
Yeah.
This is not manipulation. This is choice. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm not seeing manipulation. I'm seeing choice, because the things is right in our faces. So I mean, manipulation to me, this is not a case of manipulation. If you ask me,
No.
No.
It's comfortability
It's
could
just
be
that
I
she
made the
reverted
choice.
back to a familiar.
Yeah.
She reverted back to something that's familiar, and because she did that,
I just really wanted to
whether it's
tell
good
so
my
or
so
bad.
so I'm
story,
gonna
you know? Like, I don't have family. I don't have
right.
anyone. I'm here alone. And, like, if I was to crash right now and die, I have no one to help or take my kids or anything. So
You
that's
keep
how I
saying that,
live.
Miss, but
But
what I'm
see, you know,
what I'm saying
that's
is,
how you
what
choose to
let me just say this real
simplify
quick,
your
D.
situation.
Hold on, D. Let me just say this to you real quick, right? You keep saying that if you crash and die right now, you have no one to bury you. You have no one that's gonna show up at. You have friends, but yeah, you really have no family, and nobody's gonna show up at your funeral, right?
Yes.
This man is in prison right now. So if you die tonight, he's not coming either. Do you realize that?
Yes.
Do you realize that?
Of course. Yes.
Okay, so let's stop using that as a segue
Yes.
to pacify the bullshit. Let's not do that.
So what you're
Let me
saying is
let
my relationship and all of the choices I make, of course, are maybe not.
it's your choice, and
Yes.
you're choosing to accept what's going on right now. You understand what I'm saying? You're choosing this, and you have 3 people, well 4 on here that is trying to speak life into you, but you're not accepting it because your mind is made up as to what you want to do with your life. You mentioned to us 3 times or 4 times that he's a good man. I'm going to ask you this question right now. What makes him a good man to you? Why you keep saying to us that he's a good man? What makes him a good man?
We can't hear
I
you.
can't hear you. I can't hear you.
I said he's very smart, very intellectual, and caring. I was 18 when I met him, and I got
No, no, no,
pregnant.
no, no. Listen,
That
sweetie.
don't mean
Please,
what you're saying.
please. Listen to me one more time. Listen to me one
They're
time.
not understanding.
I want you to tell me why he is a good man. Not when y'all met, none of that other stuff. Tell me why he's a good man.
What's wrong?
He's very caring. He's always there when I need him. He helps me. He teaches me. He tells me all the time how I can be better and financial literacy and how I should choose and make better choices. He's always doing that. Like I feel like he's in an unfortunate situation. And yes, because of the lifestyle I live, I do make bad choices and men and everything. And like T said, I do. It could be I reverted back instead of moving on and finding something new. I'm going back to him because that's
Because
what
it's
I'm
what
used.
she think is good.
Yeah, but I think too, I'm like, damn, I never gave him a chance. He cheated on me one time. I never gave him a chance.
But
Like
it's
I just left
him being
and dealt with a worse situation, being beat, a weed eater put to my face, my ribs broken,
So he's
everything.
better than every. All right, so this is it, guys. Y'all gotta
At
understand.
33 years
Everything else
old,
she ever
he's
had,
better.
everything she had, he's the best out of all of them. So
Yeah,
in her eyes, what we might consider is bad, she see him as good.
Right.
No matter what we say tonight, is not going to change her mind, because in her mind, based on all the other men she been with, they were bad,
Right.
and he's the best out of all the bad.
Right. She justified
And that's why he's good.
rolling with that. Right. So she hold on. And on top of that, they have a child together.
Y'all
That's
breaking
another
up over
thing.
there. Y'all breaking up.
I said she's justified on top of all you what you said to the piggyback. She's justified as well, so she's going to hold
Mm-hmm.
on that. It's the best thing out of all the abusive ones, and
That's it.
justified. And they have familiar history, whether it
That's
was
it.
good or bad. He didn't beat her, give her black eyes, a broken jaw. So in her mind, it's he's better. And I know him. Well, I think I know him. I'm familiar with him because we
Yes.
got together.
let me chime in real
This
quick.
for however many years ago, you're no longer 18, so you have a whole gap in there. And to get back with
yeah.
someone that is behind bars that you haven't had no contact with is really harsh for yourself. But at this moment, you don't see that.
Let me
She
chime
won't see
in.
it because she has
Let,
a child, a blood
let me
that
let me
shares with
chime in
his.
real quick
Exactly.
because what just came to me, if I don't say it, God is gonna hold me accountable. And the blood of your life will be on my hands. Now I gotta speak realistically, and like I said, this is all in love. Don't take it personal. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. You're walking down a dark road and you're about to lead yourself into a ditch if you don't choose differently. God is trying to show you something different. That's why you ended up on this call. But if you choose to go the other way, don't be mad when you end up in that ditch. And I'm saying this out of love because the world has not been willing to sit here and talk to you the way we're talking to you tonight. And God is sending this to me to give to you. I understand that you went through everything that you went through. Your experiences are somebody else's blessing. You're gonna be somebody to somebody else if you choose to go a different route. Everybody has sat here and told you something tonight, but the one thing that I noticed the entire time, come on, phone, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. All right. The entire time that we've been on here talking to you, the one thing that I've noticed the entire time is you've had a rebuttal for everything good, but your rebuttal was extremely negative. It was a circle. You can't change if you keep doing a 360. You must do a 180 in order to get away from the negativity that's staring at you.
Yes, of course.
And I'm saying this in love because it's not even just you. Like right now, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. You're out delivering. You said he's a good man. Listen to what I'm saying. If he's a good man, hell, he would have if he had a network. He would have somebody helping you while he's locked up. You shouldn't be out delivering at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when you got. Well, I tell you, the devil don't want her to hear nothing.
Hello.
Do me a favor, just sit still for a minute, because between me, the devil, and T-Mobile,
she
and
working.
AT&T,
Hold
She
on, let
can't
me
sit
stand
still
in
right
the
now. She
light.
working.
Hold on, let
She
me stand
working.
in the light. Go ahead.
Okay. It's not even just about you no more. Baby girl, listen to me. You got 2 more daughters, 2 other humans, 2 other souls that, God forbid, whether you stay here or you leave, whether God leaves you here long enough or takes you away, those 2 souls that you help bring into this world are going to be affected by your decisions and your choices. It ain't about you no more.
Of course.
It ain't about him. That's in jail.
So
Exactly.
what do you think? So what do you think the example is that you're setting for your daughters? That it's okay for a man to cheat on you, go out there, get into trouble, and you're still supposed to hold him down? Is that the narrative you're creating for your daughters?
No, I don't believe so. I don't think so. But like you said, they see everything. So that's not my intentions to make them see that. They know that I don't have a mom or dad. Like I had my daughter blow her candles out, and her wish was for me to meet my mom. And I just keep them in school. Like I took her phone. She got 2 C's, all A's and B's and 2 C's. I took her phone. I'm here, like I give him a chance because I look out here, the men that are out here, and they're no good. And he's very smart. He's just in the situation he's in right now, and that's how I look at it.
So
And like Tamara said, it's probably because I'm familiar. I just never gave him a chance. That's what I feel like.
So my question to you is going to be this, right? Is intelligence what makes a man a good man? Because you keep saying that. You keep saying he's very smart, he's intelligent. So is that your identification of what a good man is? Somebody who's smart and intelligent?
It's caring. I mean, he does what he can. He's been in there 6 years, and I tell you, for Christmas, he's gotten my girls Pandora bracelets. My birthday just passed November 1st. He gave me a necklace, a cake, custom. He has a lot of. He has morals.
That's what she
I can
considers.
say he has morals. Just because a man cheats or does something doesn't mean he doesn't have morals.
That is a
But you
fact.
can fix that. I was 18 and I didn't know that. He cheated me once, and I ended up in a 7-year relationship with a guy who beat on me and cheated on me for 7 years. So I just gave him a chance
So
while he's in there.
So you feel like you should have stick to the evil that you knew?
Not the evil that I knew. Maybe we could have worked through it, and whatever I may have did wrong, I could have corrected and made better. You cheat one time doesn't make you a bad person.
No, it don't.
Yeah, but you keep saying he cheated one time. You caught him one time.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he cheated one time.
And that was the one time he got caught. The one time he cheated.
Yeah,
and that we agreed on. I know that, and his friends, everyone knows that was the one time he got caught.
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, but I'm just saying this, right?
Even if it was that, like you said, it's about my daughters and being representative of them.
All I'm saying is this: you left the man because he cheated on you.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all spent time away from each other, and he got himself right back in another situation that landed him in jail for doing the same thing he did to you to somebody else. And you're sitting here telling us he's a good man. I don't understand that. It doesn't make sense to me.
That's true. I think about that all the time. That's
okay.
That's just her. It's her understanding of what good is. We can't, look at it in a bad way.
No,
it's how she see good.
You know what, T? I get an easy way to figure out a whole lot in just one question.
Mm-hmm.
All right, baby girl, listen to my question. Before you answer, I really want you to think, because it's going to change something. What is love? What is love?
She doesn't know.
Love is everyone's individual feelings, but it's respect, loyalty, going through things, even if you're angry at the person or you don't like their decisions, sticking with it, just above and beyond. I have a lot of love for a lot of people. I give love to a bum on the streets. You know, I care. I want to see everyone doing good, and I want to see them happy. And everyone has their own definition of what makes them feel happy.
Okay.
So I know respect, loyalty, treating someone how you want to be treated. Whatever I put in the universe, I expect back.
All right, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Now, check this out. You said the universe. What is the universe? Who created the universe?
Who created the universe? God.
You don't think God is love?
Yes, God is love.
That should have been your first initial answer.
Mm-hmm.
You think God would allow you to lay down next to somebody that was in a situation voluntarily that caused a life to be lost? You think God would tell you it's okay to go back to that and put your daughters in that type of environment? See that hello, you there? Can you
Yes,
hear me?
I'm here.
Okay.
Yes.
Listen.
Let's kind of move on. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
because
say
the
this
thing
though.
is, y'all gotta understand. They're saying in the comment that I'm agreeing with her. We can't afford for her to get off this live, right? And feel a certain way also. So
what type of way?
oh,
What
I'm
you
talking
mean?
about
What
the
kind of way?
comments, not us, not
No,
you.
what kind of way you can't expect her to feel when she get off?
No, I don't want her to come off the live feeling
Right.
like
I'm asking you, what kind of way are you talking
making
about?
her feel like we beating her down. So they're saying, why am I agreeing with her? So I'm expressing to them that we're not trying to beat it on or make her feel judged, but I'm trying to get to understand what she's saying.
At this point,
no, I learned a lot
Tamara,
actually.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. At this point, we've been on this live speaking to this young lady for about a half hour.
I know.
And I appreciate
it. And we're doing it because we care, right?
I know.
But the things that we are saying, like Drew said, there's rebuttals behind it. And when you have rebuttals, that means that I'm kind of closed-minded to what y'all saying.
No,
right?
that's not true because I've taken everything you said in, and you guys actually opened my mind up to think more about things that I wasn't thinking about.
All right. So what I'm saying to you is this, and I like I said, I appreciate you listening to us because there's two women and there's two men on here,
exactly.
Right? And you getting both perspective of the spectrum, right?
You guys have my mind going, yes.
But I'm gonna say this to you, right? If you believe in God and you believe that God is love, let me tell you something. A lot of times, God pull us out of situations and we put ourselves right back in it. And then what happens after that is that God has to now teach you a lesson because now you are going against what he is telling you. He's telling you he pulled you out of this for a reason. You went into something else that was toxic and he pulled you out of that. And you went right back to one toxic situation that he already took you out of. So what happens is if you continue to be
ignorant or
no,
comfortable.
not ignorant.
Comfortable, like she said, comfortable with what
not even comfortable. That's not even the word I was looking for. But if you continue to keep putting yourself back in situations, and I was talking about this earlier, we all have a cycle that we want to choose. If you want to choose to be in a toxic cycle, if you want to be in a successful cycle, if you want to be in a peaceful cycle, then that's what you're going to choose. Right now, you're choosing to be in that cycle where God is pulling you out of things because guess what? Nobody knows your story better than God knows. Right, that's the word I was looking for. Disobeying his what he has for you. Now, if God knows your story more than anybody else, and if God removes somebody out of your life because he knows that you have nobody here, you don't know who your parents are, and all of these things, right? He's pulling you away for a reason, and you're putting yourself right back in it, is what we're saying to you. That's what all of us are saying to you. And if you don't take the signs, if you don't take those signs that he's, then you're gonna end up in a worse problem than you were before. Okay? let me tell you something.
So what, am I just supposed to be, alone?
Alone?
Yeah.
You are in the world, sweetie.
Mhm.
You are in the world. There's people out here for everybody.
No, I don't think that you should be alone, but my opinion to you is, honestly, you need to seek therapy. You need to speak to a therapist. That is the first thing you need to do. You are dealing with a cycle of abandonment. You're dealing with pain. You're dealing with all kind of issue from your childhood, and you revert them into your adulthood. So you need to seek therapy. That is my honest opinion to you. Go sit with a therapist. The service are free all
I'm
through
gonna tell you
America.
this right
Which
now.
I've had therapy.
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
I've had
You
therapy my
only
whole
make
life, so I don't understand. Like,
You need more.
you
You need
you
more,
had
baby.
therapy your whole life. Well, I'm gonna tell you this, right?
mhm,
It's a chain cycle effect, right? It's a
mhm,
chain cycle effect. Now if you're not healed properly and you don't understand your value and your worth, and you feel like I need to settle for this dude because we have a child together and he takes care of me and he's smart and he's intelligent and all of this stuff, right? If you don't identify your own value, you know what happens? If you decide tonight that, you know what, I'm not going to deal with that guy, but I'm going to deal with somebody else, you know what's going to happen?
mhm.
You're going to end up getting somebody which is in the same realm of him. You know why? Because you ain't fixed you yet.
Yeah. You got to fix you,
That
baby.
You got to fix you first
Yeah.
exactly.
before you could get that person that you're supposed to be with. You're 33 years old. You're still young.
You're still young and you're beautiful. You're still young. You got
I
a
feel
world
old.
ahead. No,
I
no,
feel
You
no. You're
feel
old, and
not
old or
that
you
is
old.
not
the
You're
old?
not
best thing you
old.
could have told me. Just fixing me, and
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah,
how do you
you
start?
too worried about being with somebody. That's why you said what I'm supposed to do. Be by
No,
myself.
it's about
Yes.
my girls
Yes, you're
having.
supposed to be by yourself.
No, that
Yes.
but you see
Love yourself. Be
the
by
Mhm.
reason why she
yourself
feel that
for
way, because
right
she feels
now.
she alone.
Yeah.
But
Go
just
ahead, Tamara.
just
Go ahead and talk.
she just feel like she's alone. She feel like she's alone, and that's the only closest thing she has. She put it as family because her daughter is related to him. I get what you're going through, but you got to find therapy. I'm telling you, what Major's saying to you, he's passionate when he
Yeah.
speaks, and he's speaking because he just see why you're doing this to yourself.
Yeah.
So that's why he's so passionate about how he's approaching it.
No, I
But you got to
appreciate it.
find
Like, you
therapy.
guys have
You're
my
a
mind
beautiful,
just
yeah, you're a
opened
beautiful
up to
young
a lot
lady.
of different views that I probably every day don't even wake up and think about. So
Yeah.
I watch you guys all the time and I never click it. I was like, let me click it tonight because I wanted to tell my story and say there's people going through so much more pain, and then you guys end up coming into my life and telling me things that I need to
You
work
need to
on
hear
and
it.
fix
You
and
need to
heal.
hear it.
And I hear what Major says, like I have to get myself together, even though I'm accepting certain things.
Yeah.
And like what you
And we
guys,
don't want you to come off here feeling lower. Honestly, we
never,
think you're fix your
nobody
phone.
come off your show ever feeling lower, and that's why I came on to tell you guys. You guys always do that, and that's what
Yeah.
criticism. You have
Fix your head. We can't hear you.
I said you have to take criticism. That's
Yeah.
what matters. Taking the criticism and using it. So your show, you can never make anyone not feel bad coming off of here. No one can feel. I watch all your shows, so like you can never make anyone feel bad. You
Let
learn.
me
You learn
can I
something new.
can I say something to you and speak life into you real quick?
Yes, sir.
Listen to me. Let me show you what a good man will do, right? A good man will do things like, you know what? You don't know who your mom and dad are? Let's sit down and figure out how we can find your parents, right? A good say, you know what? You're hurt, you're broken. Baby, let's go to church together. Let's sit down and pray together. Let's talk this out. Let's figure out how we can get you past your pain so that you can be who you need to be for your daughters, right? You know what? It's late at night. What do you need? Let me help fulfill your needs, because as the man in your life, I don't want you out there doing something late at night that you shouldn't be doing, that I'm capable of doing for you,
Mm-hmm.
right? Your daughters need whatever. let me tell you something. We have talked on this platform since 9 o'clock. I don't know how long you've been on here, but we spoke about things that have touched both of us to the depths of our hearts and our souls that we have seen. Here's the thing I'm telling you. A good man is going to build you up, not sit and watch you deplete and demolish yourself. He's going to build you up.
Mm-hmm.
We were about to close this out, and you know what? I was just laid back, just chilling. But your story made me sit up, because in the midst of you talking, all I heard God say was, if she don't detour, it's going to be detrimental. That's why I said, and everybody knows, T, Major, my wife, she's right here. She'll tell you, when I speak, especially when I start speaking with a lot of animosity and emotions, it ain't even nothing it's not taking a stab at you at all. It's, I need you to hear the message that is coming out of my mouth. Mm-hmm. You're standing there staring at a caution sign, that on the other side of that caution sign is a cliff that once you go over that cliff, there's a place of no return. Don't worry about being by yourself. You're never by yourself. Do you know the story about the footprints in the sand? Mm-hmm. Have you ever heard of that before?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so guess what? You are right there in Florida, am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
You got plenty of beach around you. Go walk that and see how often you're going to look back and you're going to see the footprints in the sand. And instead of seeing one set of footprints, you might notice two.
I did here tonight, and I think you guys, like, you just have my mind going so much. Everything you said, your wife and Tia, like, you know, just reverting back to things. And maybe that's what was meant for me to come on, to see if I was making the right decision or not.
Well, I could tell you this.
But it is very hurtful and hard, you know. I caught a flight today. I was struggling to drive, and I made everything happen. I always do for me and my girls. But it's hard knowing you don't have anyone out here. And if you don't pay your rent this month, everything goes wrong. You don't have a mother, a grandmother, anyone.
You got somebody. You got somebody. Don't say it again. You got somebody. You on this show right now.
You have God.
Yeah, if nothing else, God is everything. God just put 4 people in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to accept it or you want to reject it? That's my question to you right now.
I accept it.
Okay, so if you accept it, this is the next thing I need you to do from this day on. Stop having a rebuttal to the medicine. We're feeding you medicine, right?
Mm-hmm. And I'm rejecting it.
It's like a child, when you try to give them Tylenol, liquid Tylenol, you're trying to spit it back up. Yeah. And it's okay. We get it. Trust and believe, like T said, we get it.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you're going to get better, you got to take this medicine.
Of course.
That's a fact.
No, of course. Like, I'm really, like, I'm so happy I came on, because I came on for a total different purpose, and it turned into something else. And Major pointed out a lot of things, like, what you think it is not really what it is. And you and your wife and T, everyone, gave me so many things to think about. So I really do appreciate it. You know, I always do have a rebuttal. Everyone says that. But don't think I'm not taking it in. Like, I'm thinking now. When I hang up, that's all I'm going to think about now. And I'm just going to, you know, try to find ways to change and make it better, because I have 2 daughters, you know, and it's hurtful when your daughter blows her candles out, say, I wish my mom meets her mom, and they don't have grandparents or siblings or cousins, you know.
Guess what?
It does hurt, but
your name is Veronica, right?
Mm-hmm.
Veronica, it ain't even over. You talking like it's over with.
Yeah.
It's
not
young
over. Girl, you're a young woman.
Mm-hmm. And guess what? You don't know what God got in store. God
he
can make your parents knock on your front door in the next couple of days. You don't know.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, do you believe that there's a God? Let me ask you that question.
Yes, I do.
You do?
I believe in a higher power, and I believe in every religion.
Don't do that.
I believe in God. That's the higher power. I believe in God.
Okay, and I'm going to tell you why I'm saying that, because the world has taught us that we need to separate God, the higher power, and the universe and all that.
It's all one.
Okay, so if you believe in God, and I'm not even trying to make this religious, I'm being so spiritual right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you believe in God, take the help, which is your medicine,
Mm-hmm.
right? You want to change things. Guess what? You talking to? Did you hear me earlier when I told the guy or the whomever it was about how to go in and find whomever you want to find?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? You talking to somebody that studies a lot. I thank God for my brother over there. I thank God for my sister over there. I thank God for my wife, because guess what? Together, we make a powerful force on this platform called Instagram that normally is used for BS, that now we're changing lives.
Yeah, definitely. And that was my
Will
purpose of
you
coming on.
will you allow us to change your life?
Of course. And you did already. You don't even understand what you guys did, Major, and I appreciate it so much. And that's my whole purpose of coming on here and telling you guys. It was men's night, and you end up helping women, and made me think a lot about my life and my situation, you know? A lot, a lot.
So let me ask you, because I want to see how much. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, bro. Like, if I need to talk to you with my wife one-on-one, because I'm not trying to keep this long and drawn out.
Yes, of course. I could DM you. And I appreciate you too, Major. You really did. Like, this just helped me a lot. You just showed me a lot.
So you're gonna contact Drew or Major, or are you gonna keep us updated on what you're doing?
Yes, of
Let me
course.
see your thing. Let me see your thing.
My thing is to just get the
Miami Madam.
Yes.
Keep in touch with us and let us know what's going on with you. Seriously.
And I appreciate it, you know.
I really hope that you listen and consider what's being said to you. And just try to seek some help, all right?
Yes. I
It's hard.
appreciate it.
As much as you say that you did a bunch of therapy, we'll
Maybe
sit
it's
with
never
someone.
enough, right?
No. Go sit
That's
with
what I'm saying.
someone.
We all need it, you know, and I'm just being open to it. And I do have a lot of rebuttals. I talk back a lot, but I do take it in. And then you guys are opening my mind so much and making me think about everything. And the choices I've made. And I tell my kids I made a lot of bad choices, but I didn't have a mom. You guys have a mom, so there's no excuse for you, because I make sure you eat and you have a home, you know. Even if I struggle every month to pay the bills or the lights or anything, you know. My lights go off sometimes before they get home from school, the lights are on. I try to make sure that they're good. But I wanted to say that there's people in other countries that in other places all over the world that go through worse. Even though I don't have a family, that's
I
why I
know.
want to come and
But
say
just
that
remember that. Just
people
remember
hurt
that.
worse.
Just remember that. Try to seek therapy. Try to speak to someone. And keep us posted on how things are going with you.
Well, thank
And
you. I
don't look at that.
appreciate it.
Don't look at your past. Stop saying, I've go through this, I've gone through that. You're already aware of it. So just focus on your future and building a better future for yourself.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you guys
Okay?
so much. I appreciate it.
We appreciate you. So thank you for reaching out. Keep us posted again, and we do this again.
Thank you. Yeah, you guys have to keep doing it. That's what I wanted to say. Another night just for therapy. Thank you, guys.
Take care of yourself, baby girl.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Where's Major? Is he here?
Yeah, he's leaning back over there. CT, this is what I was saying earlier. You probably missed most of it, but my passion comes from my own personal life, then the people that I've come in contact with in my life. And I just had a conversation a few days ago with some students that really just almost brought me to tears, because it's stuff like that that turns children into very damaging adults, that you can't fix a damaged adult.
No. I pray that she listened. I pray. We just got to pray that she hear at least something tonight, because, you know, that's a terrible thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully she hear us.
Yeah. I pray that she gets it.
Because
I know, my bro. I mean, I get it. You know, it's draining when you passionate for real. It becomes draining at times, you know, because it's
well,
sad. Like, you really, it's just sad. Like that. You some.
But in her defense, I have to say that everybody done held on to something that was toxic.
No,
mm-hmm.
I get
But
that.
we have to have the light bulb moment when we hear, right? And so she called in for one reason, which wasn't the reason that she really was calling in, right? Major was about to close out. He went back in and pulled her in. So it was something on Major heart that said, hey, let me pull her in.
It was God.
And exactly. So that's God saying, you know, so basically what she thought she was calling in for, and while Major thought he was pulling her in, Guy had a whole different message, right? And at the end of the day, you know, we all have fallen short, and I get it, and you know, I my heart goes out to her for that reason.
Yeah, it does.
And she's 33, and so she's at that point that some of us at 46 didn't have anyone to talk to. You know what I'm saying? She's at 33 to have an opportunity for someone to, you know, try to open her eyes to see and her ears to hear. I just pray that she receive that. And whoever
And
else.
you know how, what I noticed with her, you know how some people would wear their degree as a badge of honor? She wear her pain as a badge of honor. She wear her not having her mother. That's her identity. That's why I kept saying to you guys, that's her identity. Because that's the first thing she kept saying over and over. So she identifies herself with the, like, you know, some people call it the victim syndrome, where she's the victim. So she wears the victim card.
And normally people who go through trauma and pain and abuse, normally it's like that if you never had anyone to come in to rescue you or to show you something different. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking from a place of experience, coming from the background of abuse, physical, right? So I get that. Until you're introduced to something else, then that's all you know. That's where your mind is. That's what you gravitate to. But once I decided to want something different and God was introduced to my life and I chose to shift, then something else started coming in, different things. But I was, you know what I'm saying?
She just needs support.
Exactly.
She needs a group of people. She needs a group of people, a mentor, somebody to keep reassuring her that she is better than what she sees or thinks she is. Because in her mind, I didn't have a mom. She repeats it.
Right.
So she needs to see therapy.
Of her choices that she made.
It is her justification. However,
oh, that's some sweet coffee.
I know I didn't ask you to taste my coffee. You know what I'm saying? That I made that for me. I'm sorry, y'all. However, let me just say this.
Major, you good over there?
Major, I can't even be mad at him because we started at 8:30. It's 3. We've done a whole shift.
You over there packing up.
Major ready to clock out. T, listen, T, let me tell you this while we're on. I had one young lady tell me a few days ago that her dad told her she was a mistake. He would give her up for adoption if he could, but he don't want it to look like abandonment. I had another young lady tell me that she was a one-night stand. One thing that me and Bruh talked about earlier, which led to tonight. So to see this in an adult state, like I'm thinking about these young girls that I talk to, and I'm seeing it in an adult right here, live. Yeah. It's like I want to fight for her, but I need her to hear me. And then that's why I started becoming stern, because I'm hearing words in a spiritual realm that need to be delivered to her.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got to understand with adults, you know, some people that been through trauma, and like she said, she was raped, she was this, she was that. This woman probably stayed right there,
Yep.
stayed
And
right
you can't
there.
solve it in one night. You
That
can't.
little girl never moved.
You can't fix it in one night.
I
No,
wasn't
that
trying
can't.
to
That
fix it.
conversation.
Wanted her to stop having a rebuttal for everything.
She's not gonna stop that either.
No,
You
you
got to
can't.
understand that's just
That's 33
that
years.
takes therapy. That takes her
Yeah.
seeing a therapist.
Yeah, that's 33
That's
years.
her defense mechanism. That's her, you know, all those things.
Mm-hmm.
How are you, sir? Yeah, right. A good friend. Are you better,
So
Major?
I'm great.
Oh, okay. Let's a check for you. Skin still look nice and healthy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's so stupid.
Major, what are you thinking?
Nothing. I'm good.
Yeah, you gotta leave that alone. Mm-hmm.
Somebody said that cheesecake moving around in his belly. That's
What cheese?
yeah. Yeah, some cheesecake earlier, bro.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing. I'm cool.
The world is sad, man.
One thing I like about Major, when Major, like, I noticed one thing about you, and I always go back to it. When we were on set, and Aaron, they called for you today. Did you get the phone call? Naisha called you today, and she called me, and I called you, and the phone rang out too. I told them that you were driving, probably out of town. I don't know, but they wanted you to come for the holiday special that they're taping for this weekend, and I told them that you wouldn't be able to make it. You heard me? But I noticed something about you. When something becomes too much, you stop. You stop speaking.
Absolutely.
And I saw you did it on set with Aaron. Remember when Aaron was like, "What the fuck?" With
I
you.
can't take that. I can't take that. I don't function well with that.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't function well with that. So I rather just shut down.
Yeah, Major shuts right down. I noticed that about him. He'll just let you go ahead then.
Yeah, I don't. I can't take the
drama. The once people get rowdy around him, he just stops.
Yeah, I don't do well with that.
I walk away.
I don't do well with that, especially
He
like
just shuts down. I saw
everybody
that with him
talking over everybody and all of that. I just fall back. I fall back from that. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
That's not. I'm not. It's to me. It's draining. You know what I'm saying? It's overbearing and it's draining. So
I saw that with you.
I just rather shut down and keep my mouth closed.
If it doesn't make sense, you don't want to go too much. I noticed that you do that a lot. I'm like,
I mean,
right
it
off.
is what it is. That's just what I do. You know what I'm saying? I've always been that way. I'm not the yelling type. I'm not the yelling type. I'm not the confrontational type. I'm not going to over talk and yell. I'm not. I don't do that. Once that starts happening, I'm just going to shut down. That's just how I work. So if you see me shut down, I'm giving the floor. I'm giving the floor. That's what I do.
Mm-hmm. I saw that on set, live in action. I was like,
absolutely,
I was so fucking mad at Aaron. I burst out when you left.
It was like a half hour. It was like a half hour. I didn't say nothing, and then everybody was like,
she
"Why
said,
you
but
not
it
talking?"
wasn't to him. I said, I know it wasn't to him.
I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's to me. That's like that's combative, like almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't work well with shit like that. So
it turned your whole energy right off. I said,
I'm not good with that at all.
I saw that.
I mean, I'm a good listener as well too. So I could sit back and listen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, That's how I work. I mean, she wasn't listening to much. I mean, she said she was listening, but you know, it was a back answer. Then Drew was trying to get through to her. I'm trying to say something, and T was saying something. And it just sounds like confusion after a while. Like after a while, if one of us don't digress, then it becomes confusion. So I rather just stop talking.
Yeah.
Because if everybody has an opinion and we can't speak collectively, then we're really not getting the message across.
No.
So I'll be the first one to say, you know what, y'all go ahead. That's just how I work. I've always been that way, even as a child. You know, that's just who I've been. So
what I just saw, I saw a spiritual presence that, you know, there's a stronghold on her life that she doesn't know how to break.
I pray she does.
Yeah, it's going to take somebody to be active in her life and stern enough to, you know, reasonably shut her down when she comes back with the rebuttals. You know what I'm saying? Because she'll never get over this hurdle, always coming back with a rebuttal. Those rebuttals are the soul ties. Those rebuttals are the resentment. Those rebuttals are the rejections. Those rebuttals are the disappointments. And it's going to take somebody having to be there to say, stop. Just stop.
She definitely need therapy. I know that much. Definitely need therapy.
I'm sorry, bro.
Extensively too. Extensively. I feel bad.
Yeah, it makes you feel bad. You know, people like that. You gotta let them get it out so you can take in what they're saying, because that's a long time, 33 years of trauma, and just have totally convinced yourself that it's just you and your girls, right?
Do you notice? Do you notice when I said, D, I would like for you to talk to her, just you and her, no agreeing, no no nothing. And guess what? And guess what? She listened.
Yeah.
She didn't rebuttal with D. She listened to everything you had to say before she answered. Now,
right.
if and this is what I'm trying to explain to you. If somebody is accustomed to being in a forum where they throw a bunch of rebuttals and everybody's just throwing stuff at her, she's gonna get defensive and defend herself. And that's why I said for her to speak to you only, because I wanted us all, because guess what? All of us have experience and good advice that we want to get out. But we can't all do it at the same time. Because like I said, that's when the message is not being relayed. You understand?
Right.
So that's why I step back, because if I need to step back to get the message across, then that's what needs to happen.
Right.
You understand? Because I feel like all of us had something on our hearts to tell her. We was about to close the show off.
Yeah.
I'm the one who said, you know what? Let me take this last call.
Did she say something in the comment why you took her call?
Yeah, she said at me.
You understand? And I took her call. So at the end of the day, it was clearly led by a higher purpose for her to join this. But we also have to understand how we get our messages across.
Most definitely.
That's just how I view it. I mean, we all have a lot to say, but we also have to respect each other and let each other speak, because what I have to say might be important just as much as what Tamara has to say, or Tamara might have to say something that's just important as what D had to say. But like I said, she was in a setting where she felt like she had to defend herself.
Right.
Because it almost seems like an attack
Yeah.
When everybody's talking to you at once, it sounds like an attack. Whether it's coming from a good place, whether it's constructive constructive criticism, or whether it's powerful, positive messages. It's all gonna sound like an attack if we all speaking at the same time. So that's why I digress. That's just what it is, because I felt like Drew had to get his what he had to say out, and I just fell back and let him say what he had to say, because I know what he's gonna tell her. You understand me? So I wanted that's why I said, you know what, maybe it needs to come from that direction, or maybe it needs to come from T's direction or D's direction. It is what it is. But I'm just the type of person that I don't need to be heard all the time, because I know that we all here for a positive interest. We're all here to help. Ain't nobody getting paid from this.
That's right.
Ain't none of us here sitting here collecting $15 an hour or $20 an hour. So for me, it's not that serious, because I know that we all are here from good heart, good spirit, and good intention.
Definitely.
You understand? The one thing that I wanted to tell her was that I wanted her to reach out to the therapist, to the therapist that we just had on from England. That's the one thing I want to say to her.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I hope she's watching right now, so you can still, you know, if the name is pinned, and you can reach out to her, because I mean, we could give all our perspectives and say what we need to say, but at the end of the day, it's also professional help that needs to be instilled there.
Definitely. Most definitely she needs help. Most definitely. Yeah, that's not going to happen in 30 minutes or an hour. She needs extensive.
I hope that the lady that's here, the one that's the therapist, reach out to her. Let me see.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what her name was, to be honest.
The blonde hair lady?
No, the girl who was just on here.
Veronica?
No, that wasn't her name. Her name was Slim. Wait. I know it and I see it. I'm looking for it now. Slim Mama something. Hopefully.
Yeah, she got me out my bed. I'm going back to bed,
It's definitely 3:41 in the morning.
That was an extensive one, though. That deep.
And to be honest with you, I don't like I said, I respect it, and I appreciate the fact that, you know, these people come on here and they brave enough to tell their stories, but I don't think everything needs to be said in public. I think that there's a lot of personal things that the world does not need to know. Okay, yes, you giving your story, and you telling your journey and your narrative, but at the end of the day, we still have to, you know, do the work behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's why when we was talking to the lady earlier, I said, you know what, stop this. We'll talk later. You understand? Because I mean,
she's still here. She's still here.
That's good. You know, I mean, you know, I just respect that, because I know how hard it is to come up here and talk in front of people. 600, 800, 1,000. It's a lot of people here. You know what I'm saying? And to talk like that, you know, that's when the comments start going off, and you know what I'm saying, because it's being drawn out. I mean, we could help behind the scenes too. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
She's still here, Major. So tell the information for her. I'm looking for that other lady, one that's in America too. Oh, she got her. She said she got her.
Yeah, that's a lot.
yeah.
Well, I love y'all beautiful people.
It's a therapist that I saw says she's going to get in touch with her. I'm trying to see this lady name. I'm scrolling to it. Her name is Mama, the young lady name is Miami Madam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I hope things work out for her.
Yeah, this one was very hard.
T, why you over there, guys? Sound like you in water for a second.
Huh?
I said T. She had went out for a second.
No, I'm here. I'm right here. I just swiped it. Wait, what she said? Psychology? Yeah, I told her that. I'm looking for that therapist.
Mm.
You know, when I hear stories like hers and the other women who called in,
Mm-hmm.
it's 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 heart wrenching, because when I look at women like that, I look at, suppose this was my sister,
Mm-hmm.
suppose this was my daughter,
Mm-hmm.
suppose, you know what I mean? Like it makes me feel a way. I put myself in those shoes as somebody that I already know, somebody that I care about, somebody that I want to see do better for. You know, so for me, you know, I become that, and us
Mm-hmm.
as empaths, because I believe that everybody on here is an empath.
Yeah.
Feel it.
I
Mm-hmm.
believe we tend to be sponges
Soak up that pain.
to people's lives and their situations and the things that they go through.
Mm-hmm.
We become, you know, that strainer, you know, and it's draining. Now think about us as the people who are giving to the advice, and we're collectively trying to help people. We absorb their shit.
Mm-hmm.
And when you go to bed now, I go to bed. Before I go to bed, I got to pray.
Mm-hmm.
I got to pray hard, because I'm taking on people's demons. I got to pray, and I got to pray for the people who was on here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So even when this camera goes off, the work still ain't done. You
Yeah.
feel me? The DMs, all of that, the work ain't done yet.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, you know, we got to be, you know, mindful about that as well. You know what I'm saying? We were supposed to go. We were supposed to be in the cigar lounge right now. Well, not right now. They closed now. We've been on here so long. They've been open and closed. They done opened up and closed, and we still here. Yeah, there's some bartenders and people that got paid already and went home, and we still on here working for free,
Right? And don't
giving
even
our.
have to do it.
You understand me? So at the end of the day, man, you know, we all on here collectively to help a community, whether you West Indian, whether you American, whether you white, black, no matter who it is.
Whatever.
You feel me? And we're gonna continue to do that. You know
I
what I'm
think you're doing
saying?
a good job, though. I think that it's also doing this is therapy too,
Yeah.
helping others. So I think you're doing a good job taking your time doing this, and you don't have to.
You're being a
Well,
blessing,
big up to
guys.
everybody who. Oh, I'm sorry, D. Go ahead.
No, I just say you guys are being a blessing, most definitely.
Absolutely, we all are.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to say shout to the people who worked the night shift, and we made your night shift a little bit easier. Shout to the people that we kept up all night, and you got to
For
be up at
real, the
7
truck
o'clock to go to
drivers.
work. You see, there we go again. You talking over me again.
Oh, me talk over here, sir. Me just a truck driver.
I didn't hear you I'm hearing you. I don't even know what you're saying in the background.
But just a
What is
truck
wrong?
driver.
What is wrong with Yami
Stop,
Bolo tonight?
laugh. We can't laugh.
You didn't laugh. You said something.
Mr. Truck driver.
That wasn't so. Why you just say you laughed then?
I said the truck driver them too. That's what I said.
Yo, you was. Yo. And if you start another, yo, let me tell you something, right? I'm gonna tell Tamara something right now. If you start another fucking scenario with "I have a friend," I'm hanging up on you.
We have a friend actually. That situation we do have.
If you keep with the "I have a friends," I'm hanging up on you. Because you be making shit up as you go along. I have a friend that
Major, not to cut you off. Today I looked at my phone, right? You know I never saw your text that you fucking send me. And I looked to go text you, but then I called you instead because, you know, ate at the table. I saw on behalf of the fat committee, fuck you.
Oh, you didn't see what I sent you?
I didn't see what you said.
That's how you feel?
Yeah, look. So let me give you a quick story before we go to bed, right? So she was asking me about somebody, right?
Yes.
She was like, "Yo, would you date such and such?" Or you know what I'm saying? Would you date such and such, right? So I said, "Nah." So she was like, "Why not?" She seemed like a nice person. I said, "You know, she's a little heavy. And I'm not really on the heavy side. That's not my weight class. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm not, you know, that's just not my thing." She was like, "Wait, so you don't like thick girls?" I said, "Yeah, thick in the right places, not thick all over." You know what I'm saying? That's just my preference. So after I explained all of this to her, I'm like, "Yeah, you know, she might be a nice person, but you know, she a little, you know, cornflakes box shape. You know, I'm not really with that. You know, I need somebody that's, you know, nice and, you know, to me. You know, I'm not saying that because, you know, people very
don't run with it, y'all. He just was speaking on his preference.
People very, very sensitive nowadays. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's my preference. And I'm not going to apologize for my preference.
No, that's
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Some people like short women. Some people like tall women. It is what it is. I like what I like. So after I explained all of this to Tamara, she was like, "Yo, I kind of feel a way, to be honest." And I was like, "Why?" She was like, well, I'm just going to let you know, on behalf of the whole fat woman committee, fuck you. I was like, "What?" I'm like, "What?" And she was like, "Yeah, because I'm fat, and I'm just letting you know on the behalf of the whole fat girl committee, fuck you, nigga." I was like, damn, I'm getting cursed out for what I like? This is crazy. That's like me going to the Mercedes-Benz dealer and Volkswagen is across the street talking about, "Fuck you." The fuck? I like Mercedes. I don't like Volkswagen. What you want me to do? Fuck you. Go ahead in the Benz dealer, motherfucker. Fuck you. Oh, I'm like, this is crazy.
Why you do that, T?
Because I was like, what? And I thought about it, and I'm like, nah, I got to speak up for the fat woman. So I said, on behalf of the fat woman, fuck you. So when he caught me yesterday, he's like, "You ready?" No, when he texted me, he said, "T, you ready?" I said, "I'm getting dressed." So that's when he texted me, "On behalf of the fat woman, fuck you." So I just saw the shit today when I didn't see the text. So when I went to text him today, I see, "On behalf of the fat woman, fuck you." I said, what the fuck?
I don't understand, man. Yeah, she's a headache. She's a pain in my life, man. Like during the day, I don't even understand. This is not just fucking live. During the day, she's a headache.
I am. I got to be his headache.
If I don't answer, she called me 7 times, 8 times. Then she'll text me, call me. You thinking it's a fucking emergency? You call her back. You like, "Yo, what's up?" She's like, "Yeah, you see the girl last night on the live?" I'm like, That's what the fuck.
Basic shit.
That's what the fuck you calling me down for?
It be basic shit.
Hey, T, hey, I just text him. Hey, brother, this morning check-in. You good?
Ain't no checking. I harass.
Hey, I let him call me I was shy. He called me the other day. I had been out on this job.
You said
for
you was shocked?
Well, no, it was 3 days. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he said, Major. That's what I heard.
Hold on.
That's crazy. You was shocked I called you? Is that what you said?
Hold on, bro. Look.
What?
Go to bed. Stay out of grown folk business. Past bedtime now.
Daddy talk.
Hey, look, I want to talk to you too, Drew.
Yes, sir.
I want to tell you something, bro. I was talking to my sister the other day, and she said her neck hurt. You know, she said her neck was hurting her.
It's
you
just
know,
starting to get better, dude.
And I told her, you know, y'all got to stop all that strange shit. And she said, talk to your brother. So I want you to just stop putting my sister in these weird ass positions. That's all I'm gonna say. You understand?
Well, let me tell you.
I can't with you.
That's your wife and all, but you know, stop putting your neck on, stop putting your fucking foot on the back of her head, bro. This not gonna work. All right?
Major, like I'm just starting to
Go to bed. Go to bed.
He said, go to bed.
We is not gonna tolerate her coming on live with a fucking strained neck. All right? Can't allow you doing that, bro.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what that happened. So I'm about to tell you.
See,
Let me clear the air. I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Just can't leave it alone. Just cannot. Okay.
Nah, because you know, since we're gonna have a harder day fall moment, I'm gonna go in here and fall with dignity. Shit. So she sleeps like Al Bundy.
Oh, she be draped across the bed?
Yeah. And
So,
when I'm not here and I'm at work, out doing a job or something, she just be like, she be in weird positions. So that's why I neck hurt. It wasn't me, bro.
Oh wow. Praise
yeah,
God.
I don't know if I want to believe that one.
I know that's right, Major. Don't
Major, look how much of a beautiful baby I was.
Oh, let me see.
Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Let me cut this. Let me cut the comments off so I can see it. Cause you in the corner right there. Hold on. Wait.
Yeah, my sister. I mean,
where are you at?
This one is me, and the one with the hair that eat all my hair. My mother said that's my twin.
Oh.
Go back to you for a minute. Let me see.
Shut the fuck up. See, I was skinny.
I just want to know why every picture you fat, but you told us you were skinny at one
point.
This
is not a fat baby.
Look at your fucking arms. What are you talking about?
This is not a fat baby.
Stop with that marshmallow arm you got, man. Let's cut it out.
Not fat.
Let's cut it out.
You
gonna have to show us a picture where you were skinny because you keep saying that you were skinny at one point in your life. I want to know what part was that.
That's how fat she was. Look, I was the little one. I had to stay in the hospital for an extra month, they said.
Because what?
Look at me is over there, so because my sister was eating all the food and I wasn't.
You put up a picture the other day of your wedding. You put up a baby picture. We did not see any slimness at all. When the fuck was you skinny? When was you skinny? That's what I want to know, please.
Major, how you so wicked? Look on the baby. Look at this baby. You can't see the littleness in this baby. This is a small baby. Look at my little arm.
Let's cut it out, all right? Cut it out, because I don't understand. You have fat on your forehead. Picture. What the fuck?
Wow, that's fucked up. I was taught you about my forehead as a kid in Jamaica. Big forehead girl. Why you went there? No, you bring back my childhood insecurity.
Do you have any pictures in arm's reach that you was skinny in?
I'm trying to think. Yeah, man, them never find it tomorrow. Never look for them.
Hey, Drew, I done told you about that. Once you hear that shit, you know it's bullshit being said, all right? I told you about that already.
Hey,
Ridiculous.
you gonna have T digging all throughout the house tomorrow, bro.
I'm gonna look for it. He's gonna see all my skinny
I want to
pictures
see
then.
this slim picture.
I'm gonna
What
make sure
size
I
you
post
was?
them.
What size you was wearing at the
I
point?
gained weight in my late 30s.
All right. So when did you get married?
2013 or 2012, one of them. I made it pregnant at my wedding. Mm-hmm. I was. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show you how slim I was. You're gonna be surprised. You're gonna be like, wow.
When did you do that Valentine's Day video that you sent me?
Which one?
The Valentine's video you sent me, where you was trying to be sexy and shit.
Oh, that was this year.
Oh.
It's your nice and slim again, about 5 pounds since the year started, but it's still that was this year. That was Valentine's Day this year. I put on a little weight, yes, but I lose it again at the end of the year. Mm-hmm.
Somebody just said Teddy Riley is on live.
Who the fuck is Teddy Riley?
Teddy Riley is
You bugging.
You don't know who Teddy Riley is, T?
From God?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's not about who the fuck is Teddy Riley. Who the fuck cares?
He's on live.
Oh god.
You are the worst, yo. Who the fuck?
Hey, he really got a valid point though. It's like we on live too, but you know.
My stomach acting up, y'all.
That's because you over there drinking.
Bro, you set yourself up with that one.
Yeah, my shit feeling ridiculous right now. I just want to say, thank you for everybody who tuned in. Thank you for everybody who came up there and shared their story. Big up to, the therapists, the counselors, the psychologists, the people who make a difference in this community. And thank you also to my partners. Shout out to D, shout out to Drew, shout out to my sis, you know what I'm saying? My two sisters on here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tamara. And big up to everybody who logged on tonight. And like I said, I hope that that we helped everybody through their night shift, everybody that we kept up late, and you got to be to work at 7 o'clock. On behalf of the Fat Girl Committee, fuck you. Shout out to the people that's off tonight. You know what I mean? It is what it is. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And thank y'all for always being a part of this audience when, you see this green light come on. Because that's what we here for. We here for the community. We here for each other. And we here for y'all. And that's just what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Enough respect, enough blessings. Any one of y'all got something to say before we go? Because I'm about to end it on on a positive note.
We appreciate what you're doing.
Yes, most definitely.
Yeah. Thank you, brother, for allowing me to be on this platform with you, man. I'm always excited. I can't wait for Tuesdays.
I was talking about to the people, though. Thank you. But I was talking about, do y'all got anything to say to the people before we go?
People, big up on the good self.
Love y'all, Hype Squad. A-Town down, you know what I'm saying? Love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
So let's end it on a positive note, because like I said, we got to clear the air, man. You see I lit my frankincense, right?
Yeah.
While we was talking, I had to light my frankincense. Clear the air. We're gonna take it out like this, y'all.
www.
Yeah, this is how we gonna take it out, all right, y'all?
Yep.
Y'all stay blessed. Oh. This is the This the instrumental version. This the instrument. I didn't know this was the instrumental version. I'm sorry.
Who is that?
Huh?
www.
What you said, brother?
Trendz.com.
They know the words. They know. Y'all want to hear the words? Y'all want to do it?
I guess I'm gonna have to sing it then.
Let me hear it.
Go ahead. Yeah. Who knows it? Who knows it? And this is not the time for giving up. No, no. This is not your place where you should be. Y'all know it? And
No,
this is not the time for It's been a while, you know. You gotta be strong. And this is not the time. No, we ain't get there yet. We ain't get there yet, Drew.
I hope I sang this.
www.
Throw in the towel. You gotta hold on. You gotta be strong. Let's go, Drew. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you lose. It's a part of God's plan that is burn goes through. Sometimes there's joy. Sometimes there's pain. That's a part of God's plan.
You sound good. You
This
sound
is not
good.
the time.
This is not the time for the thing.
I can't remember the words though.
I know.
It's been a while.
Well, we both know the first.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I don't even know what song this is.
Of course you
It
don't
sound
know.
like Danny McClurkin.
Of course you don't know, you heathen. You out here hot and horny, so of course you don't know the song. You know, if you paid attention to the Lord a little more, you know, and stop FaceTime fucking, you know, you might know the music. You know what I mean? You might know the music if you didn't wear lingerie every time on the